Malik, give me the keys for the drawer, and then bring the wire out. Open it at the top one. Oh, Pascal.
What do you mean, Pascal?
It's not that hot.
Why are you hands up?
Yeah, sit down there.
He's making food because that you can really walk around. Can you open the money? Which one? The one that was coming afterwards. I don't understand how that works. It's not like I like Ghusl. You get me? You get me? Do you not actually want to have really?
Sorry? Laylatul Qadr is not topic today. Topic is going to be, again, we're going to stick to our topic. Because we just want to finish that. Otherwise, I don't want to drag you anymore. Today topic is going to be, again, we're going to stick to our topic.
When does it finish today? When's finishing?
From here.
Oh,
Take a picture. You go very strictly private and confidential. Does he have a DBS? Did you get yours? Sorry. Did you get yours?
Mine, no, yeah. Yours here, my DBS.
Yeah, it says non-recorded, 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 non-recorded.
You should be recorded on you. Please tell them.
Okay, stop.
Oh, you can open the slides now. Slides. Oh, yes, so he's going to come. I think it's Laylatul Qadr time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wal aqibatu lil muttaqin wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd, qala Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala fil Qur'an al-Majid wal Furqan al-Hamid. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu. Inshallah, today we'll be talking about Ghusl. And I will go through very quick. There's not going to be no topic before that, or there's not going to be no topic after that. Yeah, you can ask questions if you want to. That's fine. So Ghusl is basically it's taking bath. There are two kind of Ghusl. दो किस्म के गुस्ल होते हैं. एक होता है सुन्नत गुस्ल होता है और एक होता है फ़र्ज गुस्ल. एक और भी गुस्ल होता है मुस्तहब, मगर वो ठीक है. वो मुस्तहब गुस्ल वो होता है जिसमें आपको बड़ी गर्मी लगी हो, तो गर्मी लगी हो तो बंदा नहा लेता है, ठीक है. तो सुन्नत गुस्ल होता है, सुन्ना गुस्ल इज बेसिकली एवरी फ्राइडे यू टेक गुस्ल, every 9th of Arfa you take ghusl. So these are kind of either day you take ghusl. That's sunnah ghusl. Fard ghusl is That's what we're going to be, inshallah, talking about, inshallah. Azza wa Jal. Why isn't ghusl ruling if you are impure to take bath? Now, first, let me give you the Quran had Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you're impure, then take bath and become pure. That when you become impure, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, then you go and take bath, and you have to take bath. Okay, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the farz ghusl, is not talking about the sunnah ghusl. Okay, and then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would never perform wudu after taking bath. This is hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There is something people call that after ghusl, once you have taken bath, do we have to do wudu? No, you don't have to do wudu. Because what is wudu? What is the meaning of wudu? When you go in detail, that what is actually wudu? What is the meaning of wudu? What is the definition of wudu? And you will know straight away why, okay, we don't need to do wudu again because you have just done wudu. One is called wadu. Wadu means waw has got fatah on it, zabar on it. That's called wadu. Wadu means the water we are going to wash ourselves with. That's the water of wudu. Wudu with the waw has got dhamma on it, pesh on it. That means the action we are going to do. That's what called. So what is wudu? Wudu is flowing water on all your wudu body parts. Wudu body parts, your hand, face, arms, your feet, head, masa, all that's called wudu body parts. Washing wudu body parts, that's what called wudu. Right. Now when you've taken bath, has water not flown all over your body parts? Not just on your wudu body parts, all over your body parts, all your body. So why you have to do wudu again? Now, why they do it wudu again? Because Imam Shafi rahmatullahi ta'ala, he says that order is wajib. Order, that first you have to wash your hands, then you have to wash your basically face, then arms, and then basically the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order it in the Quran. Faghsulu wujuhakum, first you wash your face, wa aydiyakum, and then your hands up to your ilal marafiq, up to your elbows, and then after that famsahu bi ru'usikum, and then you do masa on your head, and then after that Allah subhanahu talks about bi arjulikum, and then you wash your feet up to your ankles. And he said because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned all these things in order, so you have to do otherwise. Ma Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi ta'ala radiyallahu ta'ala, he says that that Allah never mentioned order, so how come we are putting any condition on it? You know, Quran has got two kind of ayats. Fiqhi taur pe, ruling, according to rulings. One ayat is conditional, one ayat is unconditional. There is no condition on it. Like, do Hajj in the months of Hajj. You do fast in the month of Ramadan. So Allah put the condition, you cannot fast outside the month of Ramadan. You cannot do Hajj outside the months of Hajj. You have to do in that month. Now here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, wash your face, wash your hands, do onsa. Allah never said you have to do it otherwise. Allah just mentioned all these things. Mahbub Nafa says, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala leaving unconditional, why you putting condition on it? So you can do however you want to do. Yes. Then Mahbub Nafa says, because sunnah, we can say it is sunnah to do wuzu otherwise. If you don't do otherwise, you won't get that much sawab. But once you have done wuzu, let's say you jump in a swimming pool, first your feet goes in, right? Or someone who goes in, the proper diver, then his elbows and his hands goes in first. Face goes after that. According to Imam Shafi, they have to do wuzu again. According to Imam Abu Hanifa, yeah, your wuzu is done. As long as water flown all over your body parts, your wuzu is done. You don't have to do wuzu after taking bath. So this is what this hadith is. Hadith of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would never perform wudu after taking bath. Yes, he used to perform wudu before taking bath. That is sunnah of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Before you start doing taking bath, Rasulullah used to do wudu, proper wudu, the way you do wudu for namaz. And then there's another hadith of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, do parda, hide yourself, put some curtain around when you take bath. Basically, don't take bath where someone can see you, especially gyms, swimming pools, right? So when you went gyms, I went to one of the gym. It was a pure gym in Stockport, I remember. And there, I, of course, used gym, and then I went to take bath. Normally, you go take bath there because you're working. You don't come home all the way here, and then you go. And there, I saw no doors. I was like, door kharab hai. Chalo agale chalda. They have no doors, and right opposite each other. Right, and I don't know. See, I knew someone is taking bath there. I'd never go there. And the opposite that, there is another person taking bath. Of course, they don't have no clothes on. You cannot do that. Right? It is haram seeing someone's satar, and it is haram for you to opening your satar front of other people. Ladies can't even open their satar front of other ladies. I see when weddings, take place or something, all ladies go in one room and they start changing clothes. You can't open your satar front of other woman as well. Okay, not just front of other man, other woman as well. You can't open your satar. You have to be very careful in that, especially swimming pools. People say, girls say, no, it's okay, that's fine. Now it's a ladies swimming pool. It's a ladies gym. So no one else is gonna be there. Yeah. No ladies are front of you, but there are cameras there. How do you know who's sitting inside? Who's watching you? I used to work for CCTV camera as a security guard, and I used to operate 160 cameras were under me, and that was the company at the night time, and that was an English area. No one was there, but I was the only person sitting inside. Daytime, 4 CCTV operators used to come and they used to operate all those. That mic is already up here. All up here. I can't even go anymore. No, this is the higher. This is the one outside one. Mine is down. Mine is fine. Your mustard one is not. Okay, it's all the way up here. Right. So there are so good cameras that they can focus properly on the person, even though I could see those workers are working their badge and their names as well. And the cameras are really high ceiling as well. So in a swimming pool, that you are swimming or you get the costume on or whatever is on, and then you're taking bath and that. I would always say never go out and do swimming. It's only ladies. So how do you know? They're always male there. The male are always on a counter or at the cameras operating. They're always security guards, and I've never seen security cameras. Women are operating security cameras. Mainly they're always male, and they're watching you and they can take your picture there. Remember on the camera, the camera is there, but the screen is really big. And that screen, they can all that big person they can see, and they can take the phone and take the picture there. There you go. Done. Finish. Right? So you have to be very careful. That's the reason Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, look, he used to say in his time, 1400 years ago, that women should not go out and change clothes. Subhanallah. 1400 years ago, he said that. He knew a cameras are coming. He knew everything is coming. So it's going to be very difficult. So, and many stories are coming out as well when you go hotels, especially in Pakistan or here as well, and then the hidden cameras are there. Never change. Never go and stay in hotels. Holidays karne jani hai. So no, I would always say don't. Angel, they do not enter in that house where there is picture in it or dog or an impure person in it. So angels, they do not enter in that house where there are dogs. There is a picture there, and they are impure person is there. So impure person, when you become impure, you have to go and take bath. Otherwise, you are going to become the person that. That's fine. There you go. Just take this as well. I don't need anymore. Already done it. Right. Acha. That's fine. So when a person is impure, the angel of Rahmah, they don't enter in that house. When angel of Rahmah, they don't enter in the house, that does not mean that some people, they say, so it means we're not going to die then. Why? Because angel don't come. And Israel Islam is not going to come. As an angel of Rahmah are not going to come. Angel of Rahmah are not going to come. Angel of death is definitely going to come. No matter where you are, he is definitely going to come. Right, okay. There are 3 fries in Ghusl. 3 fries are basically rinsing your mouth, as you can see at the back, and then rinsing your nose, pouring water over the entire body. अच्छा, गुस्ल में 3 फ़र्ज़ हैं. गुस्ल में जो 3 फ़र्ज़ हैं उनमें सबसे पहला फ़र्ज़ ये है कि आपने कुल्ली करनी है. कुल्ली करने के बाद फिर आपने अपने नाक में पानी डालना है. उसके बाद फिर आपने पूरे जिस्म पे पानी बहाना है. इतना ज़्यादा आपने करना है तो तब जाके आपका सारा गुस्ल होगा, वरना आपका गुस्ल नहीं होगा. एक भी चीज़ छूट गई तो आपका गुस्ल नहीं होगा. आप नजस के नजस ही हैं. यू आर स्टिल इम्प्योर. वाई यू आर नॉट प्योर एनीमोर. यू आर स्टिल इम्प्योर.
Islam mentioned that when you Ghusl, every hair on your body has to be soaked.
Yeah, so when you, let's say you done kulli, आपने kulli कर ली है, you gargle your mouth, but gargling your mouth, how you gonna do it? Your water should get every corner of your mouth. पूरे मुंह के अंदर सही तरीके से थोड़ा सा पानी लेके फेंक दिया, पूरे मुंह के अंदर पानी जाना चाहिए, ठीक है। या उलमा ने फरमाया कि और ड्रिंक वाटर बिग गल्प्स, 2-3 बार पानी पी लें, बड़े बड़े घूंट पी के लें, तो पूरे मुंह के अंदर पानी हो गया, फिर क्या तो ठीक है, आप पी रहे हैं उसको या बाहर फेंक दें, पहले बार जो पानी पियेंगे वो मकरूह होगा, क्योंकि आपके जिस्म को उसने पाक किया। पी भी सकते, मसला नहीं है, मगर अगर आपने ना भी पिया, अगर पी लिया तो फिर भी ठीक है, ना पिया तो बाहर फेंक दें, उसके बाद वाला आप पी सकते हैं, फिर तो ठीक है, मामला नहीं होगा उतना। तो 3 फ़राइज़ है गुस्ल में। पहले आप अपने कुल्ली करना है, उसके बाद आपने नाक में पानी डालना है, नाक में प्रॉपर तरीके से पानी, जितनी सख्त हड्डी है ना यहाँ तक पानी पहुँचे, यानी अप टू योर हार्ट बोन, दिस इज वेयर पानी शुड रीच अप टू योर हार्ट बोन। एंड देन थर्ड वन इज यू pour water all over your body, all over your body, wherever you can see water cannot reach, you have to put water there as well। यानी कि कौन कौन सी जगह होती हैं जहाँ पानी नहीं पहुँच सकता, आप खुद सोचें कहाँ का पानी नहीं पहुँच सकता। आप मिसाल के तौर पर बैठे हुए हैं, बेंच के ऊपर बैठ के आप वुज़ू कर रहे हैं, गुस्ल कर रहे हैं, you're sitting on something, a bench or something, and you're doing a ghusl, then of course your legs are like that, isn't it? Water won't get under your legs. Well, stretch your legs and put water underneath. And your armpits, water is not going to get there. All those things, right, between your legs, water is not going to reach there. Make sure every single hair of your body, पूरे जिस्म का एक एक बाल गीला होगा, तब जाके आप पाक होंगे। एक भी बाल खुश्क रह गया, even if one hair is wet, is dry, you still impure. You walking in a masjid is haram for you. Hakika Rasulullah says, under every hair there is impurity. That's why Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he shaved his head. Hazrat Ali said, because Rasulullah said, under every hair there is impurity. I'm taking bath, maybe one hair or something stays dry. Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu ने अपनी टिंड कर दी थी, शेव कर दी था पूरे सर को, क्योंकि रसूलुल्लाह ने फरमाया कि हर बाल के नीचे निजासत है। तो उन्होंने फरमाया कि हो सकता है मैं बात लूँ और मैं गुस्ल करूँ और पानी वहाँ तक ना पहुँचे, तो उन्होंने सारे शेव ही कर दिया, हड्डी पूरा शेव कर दी। तो इसका बड़ा एक्स्ट्रा ख्याल रखें। मोटे लोग कुछ होते हैं, उनके पेट के सिलटें नहीं ख़त्म होती हैं, ये लिखा हमारी किताबों में, पेटों को उठा के करें। यू हैव टू वॉश योर बॉडी, दिस इज़ वेरी सीरियस मैटर। लोग बात लेने में इतना ध्यान नहीं करते हैं, वो अंदर जाते हैं, हमारे जैसे यंगस्टर ये फेंक के ठा 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 लगता है अंदर, पता नहीं को माजून मारने लगे अंदर। वो फेंकते हैं, पानी आधा ऊपर, थोड़ा ऊपर जाता है, बाकी सारा आगे पीछे जा रहा होता है। उसने नहीं, मैं 2 बाल्टियाँ ना नहाता, बाल्टियाँ तेरे ऊपर तो नहीं गई ना, वो तो बाल्टियाँ नहाता नहीं, तो पूरा बात होता है बाल्टियाँ ना, right? So you did not put water on yourself, you threw water everywhere else, but water never reached your body. So you have to be very careful taking bath, these 3 farz in ghusl. ठीक है जी। अच्छा, now I've got actually, that's the reason I opened this one. That was a different ruling regarding ghusl and its related issues, and that's the different one. So I said it's this one, things or acts which makes ghusl obligatory. So we're gonna go with this though. Acha, so ejaculation makes ghusl fard upon you either through ihtilam, sexual intercourse, or any other way. Any other way, you guys already know that ejaculation makes ghusl fard upon you, no matter how that happened, however that happened. Husband and wife, or male can understand other way, it's haram way anyway. The other third way is basically ihtilam, wet dream. When that happens, ghusl, any other way, ghusl don't become fard upon you. But these are the only ways ghusl becomes fard upon you. You have to go and take ghusl, right? Forget that. Next one is when menstruation cycle ends for ladies. When menstruation cycle ends, you know, when you're going through menstruation, no matter how much bath you take, you are not gonna become pure. क्योंकि जो हैज होता है वो दिनों के साथ खत्म होता है. Has to do with din, right? I told you that day that if there is a water in a bucket and you put your hand in the water, your nijasat comes off and goes in the water, isn't it? And then whole water becomes mustamal. पूरा पानी मुस्तामल हो जाता है. मगर जो औरतें मेंस्ट्रुएशन के ज़माने में गुजरी होती हैं, वो चाहे बाल्टी में हाथ डाल दें, उनसे बाल्टी ना पाक नहीं होगी. वजह, what's the reason? Because the impurity is not going to come off with water. That impurity comes off with days. If you become pure in 7 days, 10 days, then before that, no matter how much hand you put in, it won't make the water impure, it won't make you pure. Yeah, once your impurity is gone, once your menstruation has stopped, after that, if you put water, a hand in the water, then that will make water impure. Why? The reason is because now water has ability to make you pure. अब पानी आपको पाक कर सकता है. अगर आप हैज के दिनों में जा रही हैं और आपने हाथ में पानी में डाल दिया तो पानी गंदा नहीं होगा, क्योंकि आपकी इम्प्योरिटी, आपकी निजात उतर ही नहीं सकती है, वो दिनों के साथ उतरती है, इसके साथ ज्यादा नहीं उतरती. हैज की मुद्दत जो सी मिनिमम 3 दिन है. लीव द डोर ओपन, ओपन द डोर, पुट द फिंगर एट द फ्रंट. 3 दिन हैज के कम से कम 3 दिन होते हैं हैज के, और ज्यादा से ज्यादा हैज के 10 दिन होते हैं. 10 दिन से ऊपर हैज आ गया तो अब मिसाल के तौर पे 3 दिन हैज आया ना, 3 दिन ब्लीडिंग हुई, चौथा दिन गया, 5वां दिन गया, औरतों को जो होता है इसको कहते हैं अरबी में आदत मालूमा. आदत मालूमा होती है फिक्स डेज. सम लेडीज हैव 7 डेज, सम लेडीज हैव 5 डेज, सम लेडीज हैव 6 डेज, 8 डेज. Maximum is 10 days. Let's say 7 days bleeding, you bled, and then 7 days. Then after the 8th days, nothing happened. 9th day, nothing happened. That's fine. You go take bath and you start reading namaz. But 10th day, blood came again. That means in between all that time, it was your has days. We'll say your adat has been changed. The fixed days are changed now. Yeah, but let's say bleeding 7 days stopped, but 8 days and 9 days, or let's say 7, your adat is 7 days, your fixed days are 7 days, then 8th day blood came, 9th day blood came, 10th day blood came, then 11th day blood came as well. Now ruling is changed. We will say no, some nerve burst in your body, is that blood, is not the blood of menstruation. We will what we will do, we will reverse that. We will say, well, okay, you only bled for 7 days for menstruation, रेस्ट ऑफ द 4 डेज वो इस्तिहाजा का बीमारी का खून. तो अगर 7 दिन खून आया, 10वें पे आके बंद हो गया, तो हम कहेंगे 10 के 10 दिन पूरे हैज हैं. अगर 7 दिन खून आपके नॉर्मल आदत होती आना, और वो 8वां 9वां 10वां 11वें पे भी चला गया, हम कहेंगे 7 दिन ही खून था मेंस्ट्रुएशन का, बाकी जो 3 दिन गुजरे आपके वो तमाम के तमाम नॉर्मल खून आता रहा, वो नर्व बस्ट हुई आपके अंदर, वो मेंस्ट्रुएशन करनी था. यू हैव टू रिपीट ऑल दो 3 days नमाजा, ऑल दो 3 days Ramzan रोजे as well, because it was just normal blood coming. Let's say something hit you on your hand and it was blood was coming up, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked by Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa radhiyallahu ta'ala anha कि या Rasulullah, tell me, after 10 days if I see I'm still bleeding, shall I read namaz? And Rasulullah said, yes, go stand on masalla, even if you see your blood is dripping on masalla, still go read namaz. Why? Because the बीमारी का खून, जैसे टांग से खून निकलना शुरू हो गया, दांतों से खून निकलना शुरू हो गया, ये इतना खून, something else burst in your body, that's the reason you're bleeding. Otherwise no. हैज के मसाइल इतने गुंजल है menstruation के it's very very complicated, very complicated. कभी होता 3 दिन आया, well only 2 days came, and then after they never came, and then after between 10 days they came again, or 3 days came, and then after he never came, and then after 10th day he came, or 7 days came, 7 दिन के लिए आया, और उसके बाद फिर 15 दिन भी जाके आया. No, बड़े होते हैं, मगर आप for easy for you is that if it could, whatever your fixed days are, you bled until that time, and if it comes again till 10th, you have to count all the 10 days. But if you kept bleeding all the way up to 11th day, 12th day, when it basically it exceeds 10th day, you have to return it to that day which is your fixed days, and rest of the days you have to repeat those namazah. But anyway, but in menstruation cycle, if any namaz misses, that you don't have to repeat. Menstruation cycle one. When bleeding stops, our baby's birth, I think I already mentioned that a few times before. I think I mentioned this. When a non-Muslim reverts, it is better for him to or her to take bath. Okay, when non-Muslims he reverts, it is better for him. Not better, it is best for him. Definitely he should take bath. Why? Because if they are, let's say, they were ghusl upon you, they don't put water in their nose. So make sure, tell them to put water in their nose and then go and give them Quran and everything. Otherwise, holding Quran for them is haram. Definitely haram. And the person who's giving them is haram for him as well, because you're giving impure person holding Quran. You cannot do that. Tell them take bath properly, ghusl, and then rinse your mouth and your nose, and you're okay. Achha, next one is woman became impure. Let's say for somehow she became impure. Wife and husband का अपना मामला हुआ, हम बिस्तरी हुई, sexual intercourse, and then after that, before she takes bath, her menstruation started. Does she need to take bath? No, she doesn't need to take bath. Why? Because there's no point now, because she's impure anyway. So there's no point taking bath. If she wants to, she can. Otherwise, she can wait all the way till the end. You can make intention of more than one bath in one. Like let's say ihtilam happened, and then menstruation, and then husband and wife muamala. And now all that you have to take different baths. No, one bath, that's more than enough for everything. Okay, that's another one. You cannot wear any jewelry or taweez which has ayatul kursi, haruf muqatta'at, or any ayat of Quran is written on it in the state of impurity, either major impurity or minor impurity. So if you have any jewelry on, right, on your hand, and he has got ayatul kursi written, लड़कों को बड़ा शौक होते हैं वो कड़े पहनने के. वो हमारी फैमिली का बंदा उसने भी लिया वो, तो मैंने क्या कहा था, ये भाईजान देखें क्या प्यारा कड़ा. मैंने कहा लिखा क्या? आयतुल कुर्सी. मैं पता है कहाँ पे आयतुल कुर्सी कहाँ पे लिखी हुई है, किधर लिखी हुई है? मैं कुरान पे लिखी हुई है. अल्लाह से ला यमसहु इल्लल मुतहहरुन. अल्लाह फरमाता है कि डू नॉट टच माय कुरान unless you are in state of purity. And there you got ayatul kursi on. Which purity? Either minor or major. I mentioned to you what minor or major. If you are not in wudu, in the state of wudu, then you cannot touch Quran, and that Quran is on your body. That's wrong. And you probably see all these things in Arthurul. When they put Arthurul, the shirt on, Eka Kul Wallabad written, it's just a drama they're doing. Otherwise, normally they would not be doing that, especially when Ibn Arabi is alive at that time, and of course he's a scholar. Normal is a big scholar, he would have never let them do that. So all these things, when you see the long hair as well going down, that's just in drama they're showing. Otherwise, you really see his picture. Real pictures are out there. His real Arthur picture. You really see his picture. He has no long hair. It's a short hair, but he has got big, massive dadi. Like you want to look at his dadi, mashallah. So you don't just look at these things. Otherwise, it's haram doing that. You cannot wear these kind of clothes. Because let's say you are, and I've seen some of the ladies, they're wearing the clothes as well. A new thing has come out in Pakistan. The new style come out. They're Qul Huwallahu in very, writing going across their body and this and that. Like, Subhanallah, that's disrespecting Quran. It is haram to do that. Someone meets you and they put hand on the Quran. You are in wudu, you are in ghusl, but other person is not in ghusl. It's haram for him to touching you. And if you're having all the way on you, goes all the way to your private parts as well, Quran, you disrespecting Quran big time. Okay, so you cannot do that. So when you go in bath, make sure you have no qade on, anything as Allah locket, Allah name is okay. What you cannot touch in is Quran. Anything which is Quran. What is Quran? One full ayat, that is Quran. Otherwise, like woman going through menstruation, can they, and especially for teachers, they have to teach Quran. औरतों ने जिन्होंने कुरान पढ़ाना होता है, जो टीचर्स होती हैं, क्या वो कुरान पढ़ा सकती हैं इस सूरत में जब menstruation, या वो जा रही हो या लड़की पढ़ी? Yeah, you can, but you stop on every word, like Alhamdu Lillahi Rabbil Alameen. Cut के पढ़ाना, break दे के. Because this is not Quran. Quran is when you read one full verse, one full ayah. It's conversation. Quran is conversation. You have to read full one ayah. This is what calls Quran. One of the word by word तो नहीं होता. The Madani Qaida, you can't teach Madani Qaida. Qaida, you can't teach. Qaida, the और Qurani word that है. Suleiman is in Quran. Muhammad is in Quran. Allah is in Quran. So Allah name is, that's fine. You can touch Allah name, all that is fine. What I'm talking about here is, you cannot take this thing inside the bath. Bath के अंदर नहीं लेके जा सकते ये चीजें. Allah's name, you got ring. Allah's name, ring on. Allah's name, Muhammad's name, or let's say Abdullah. End of the day, Abd. After that is Allah. Sami Allah. Right? This is Sami Allah. Allah's name is still there. Right? So make sure when you do that, you got to be very careful. All these things, you take them off and leave them outside. Or let's say you got locket on and your name is Aisha. आजकल locket निकले हैं, लड़कियों ने बनाए होते हैं, वो अरबी के नाम ही लिखे होते हैं. Proper Arabic name is there. Aisha. Aisha, the wife of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Leave the locket outside. Muhammad, leave the locket outside. Okay, you can't do that. Yes, Ji.
Some people put their pictures, profile pictures on their phone, like Khalakaba pictures or celebrity pictures, and people take phones in the bathroom as well. So, like, are they allowed to take?
Of course not. You go in the bathroom as long as it's turned off. If it's off, then it's fine. Because the picture is not actually picture. As I mentioned before, the picture is not picture. It's just so when skin goes off, the picture is not there. As long as it's off, That's okay. You go inside and a picture comes up. खाना काबा की पिक्चर अगर बनी हो फोन के ऊपर तो आप अंदर चले जाएं, तो खाना काबा की पिक्चर आप आना है, मदीने की पिक्चर आना है, या नात वगैरह या कुरानी आयत है. The Qurani ayat is going on in the impure place. Plus, our ulama didn't say don't even have Qurani ayat on found ringtone. It is bad to do that. Why is bad to do that? Qurani ayat की ringtone नहीं होनी चाहिए कभी भी. उसकी वजह क्या है? You know, when someone reads Quran, you cannot stop him until he finishes full one ayat. आप किसी को रोक नहीं सकते जब तक कि वो एक आयत खत्म ना करे. यानी कि इन्ना अल्लाह अला कुल्ली, और आप वो बातें करना शुरू हो गया, आपने अल्लाह का कलाम रोक दिया. अब अल्लाह के कलाम को नहीं रोक सकते जब तक कि पूरी एक आयत ना हो जाए. पूरी आयत होगी तो फिर रोकें आप. अल्लाह इज टॉकिंग टू यू, यू स्टॉपिंग अल्लाह इन बिटवीन. Allah wanted to talk to you, Allah wanted to tell you something, you stop someone. And that as your ringtone goes on, what do we do? Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. You cut the ringtone off straight away. अज़ान लगती है अल्लाह, अच्छा अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाह, अकबर भी नहीं कहने देती उसको. तो ये बस ऐसे ही एक ईमानी जोश सा होता है, वो ईमान का कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है इससे, इन चीज़ों के साथ. ईमान का ताल्लुक आपके साथ है. आप कितने नेक और परहेजगार हैं वो अंदर से बदलें अपने आप. अल्लाह इधर होना चाहिए, फ़ोन में नहीं होना चाहिए. नबी इधर होना चाहिए, फ़ोन में. आजकल हमारे अल्लाह नबी सब कुछ फ़ोन में है, दिल में कुछ भी नहीं है. खाली है अल्लाह से भी, खाली है नबी से भी, खाली उनकी तालीमात से. अल्लाह बे का पता नहीं होता. और रिंग टून हमारी होती है वो सुबहान अल्लाह. मैं ऐसे को बड़े जानता हूँ जो अपने प्रोफाइल पिक्चर्स बड़े अपलोड करते हैं और ज़िंदगी उनकी देखे तो उफ अल्लाह. बट एनीवेज, यस, एनीवन फॉर मी वेरी सैड.
What if you do it by accident? Like accidentally, a picture of Mr. Nabi comes on your phone by accident, and you didn't intend to do it. Yeah, when you do it back.
Right, you are in a bath and you know your profile picture is on it. Your picture is on the phone. If you forget it, that's the different thing. If you forgot to leave your phone outside, and as soon you realize, that's fine. You have to either hide it upside down, right? Upside down, or turn the phone off. If you forgot, that's fine. Forgetfully something happens, you are not, sinful. Acha, taweez. Wearing taweez permissible or taking taweez inside the bath permissible?
Wearing it because some people have this thing where
Yeah.
become reliant on that object.
Acha, taweez are wearing permissible or not? There is hadith of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam where Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has stopped some of the Sahaba to wear taweez. But in some places, Sahaba, it is mentioned the Sahaba used to put taweez in their own children's gale, in the necks. They used to put taweez there. Which taweez Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam forbidden? Because at that time people used to use taweez of Lat, Manat, Uzza. Lat, Manat, Uzza, they were the biggest idols of Meccan leaders. They were big idols. Small idols as well, but the big idols, they were Lat, Manat, Uzza, there were a few others as well. Their names were written inside it. And Rasulullah said, if anyone write their names in taweez and have the taweez on, you actually asking your hajat, your needs from these three both. That is shirk. You have Quran. I don't understand this thing. That you have Quran written inside and you got in your gala and then you pack it as well in the leather something. You're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala isn't a protection. So how is shirk? I never get it, but how is shirk? You got Quran in your house. You got Quran written on the CD or something and hanging in your car. That's not shirk. Quran at home is not shirk. But when Quran goes in your neck, that's shirk. How does it make sense? I never get it. But I just want someone comes to me and make me understand that how is this shirk. They only take this hadith. But there is another one as well. Sahaba used to put taweez in the gale. So I don't understand. You're holding Quran. Then basically you don't hold Quran with you then. Why? Because as a taweez you're holding it. Then what? You're getting protection. Yeah, if someone has got taweez and something else is written in it, that is shirk. Because what is shirk? Associating someone else with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. Right? Inshallah, I'll tell you some other time what association is. When people say you have to go to graves and you say Ya Allah, Ya Muhammad, or Ya Muhammad, Ya Ali. So, and there you say Ya Allah. Why are you associating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Well, it's a very long debate. Anyway, leave that. I can say I'm seeing and Allah sees as well. Allah is one of Allah's name Basir. I have Basarat as well, or I have Basarat as well. I can see as well. So am I associating myself with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah is Sami'. Allah can hear. I can hear too. So I'm Allah too. Allah Kalim, Kalimullah. He's Musa alayhi salam did kalam with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I can do kalam as well. I can speak. So I'm Allah as well. There are difference. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's kalam is zati, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's kalam is la mahdud, Allah's kalam is la fanai. Allah's kalam is zati, that no one has given him. I was given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah's kalam is Allah's basarat, that seeing, sama'at or seeing is zati. No one gave him. That's his zati, his own. Mine was given to me. Rasulullah Zamza was given to him. Anyone else, whoever is creation, is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is creator, no one gave him anything. Second is Allah's seeing and listening or whatever his qualities. That is la mahdud, unlimited. Ours is limited. I can only hear you, but I can't hear there's someone living like 10 blocks away. I can't hear him unless he phones me or something. Allah can hear anything. Allah's sama'ati la fanai is never going to end. Our can be ended. While we are alive or after death, of course, it's going to finish. Listening from here. Then after that, we can hear other things. Why? They can come to an end. So when you say that someone is just like Allah, that he can hear la fanai, he can hear la mahdud, he can hear, it was his zati, then you say yes, he's associating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otherwise, normally no one does that. But anyways, thus we're going very far out of our subject. So you cannot take anything inside. Yeah, taweez is packed inside that. Still, I would say don't take inside. You know what's inside. It's written as well. It's not his phone. That phone has got anything inside. As soon as you click, it goes off. Nothing is inside. But taweez, when you're taking inside, still inside there is something. So leave it outside. Yeah, if you are in tough center somewhere else and you cannot leave things outside, your ring or something, Allah's name and something either written, then you wrap it up something, or you in your pocket something, hide it. Then you go inside, then you're okay. Okay? But don't put on anything. Person without wuzu can read Quran from the phone or tablet while holding it in his hands, or by looking at real hard copy Quran without touching it. Actually, person can read Quran by touching it or by heart as well. From where? On iPad or any English electronic device. Any electronic device you can read Quran without wuzu as well. Okay, without wuzu, when you're in minor impurity, you can read Quran by touching, because as I mentioned before, that phone or these laptops, these iPads, they have one screen which shows you another screen is inside, and still they are not numbered. It's not like it's a proper Quran. When you write Quran on board, when you write Quran on the wall or in a book, Quran words are written now. Written. Here there is nothing written. It's only a light reflecting the other light, and then is making you look that it is Quran. As soon as you turn the phone off, is there Quran inside? No. It's a blank screen. Nothing is inside. Right? So, yes, you can read Quran from devices without wuzu, but not when you are in a major impurity. When you are going through menstruation cycle, when ghusl becomes further upon you, you cannot read Quran even by heart or by looking at it. You can't read Quran. Okay? In your mind, yes, you can read Quran in your mind, because what is reading? Wherever our Sharia says two things, when our Sharia says Iqra, read, or Qul, say. Two things, Iqra or Qul. You have to say it that loud so that you can hear yourself. That will apply. हमारे क्या होता है, आप मुझे आज भी मसला पता कर रहे थे कि लोगों ने को घर में कुरान लगाने के लिए, बरकतों के लिए आप क्या नया टचर शुरू किया हुआ है, ऑडियो पे लगा देते हैं जी, फोन लगा हुआ है, सारे काम कर रहे हैं, कब्रस्तान जा रहे हैं, अपने कब्रस्तान की सफाई हो रही है, अम्मा जी की कब्र की सफाई हो रही है, वहाँ पे फोन पे सूरह यासीन लगी हुई है। इतने हम लेजी हो चुके हैं, तुम्हारी माँ मरी है, उन्हें सारी जिंदगी थोड़े के कुछ किया, सूरह यासीन ना पढ़ते थे जाके, अल्लाह दे बंदी हो, लेजी हो, इतने जो थे गाफिल हो चुके हो। So these kind of children we have nowadays. So that's the reason I always say, don't leave your akhirah upon your children. My son will do this. My daughter, they're not going to do anything, I'm telling you. They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to read for you. Life is very busy. Very busy. He's going to go in the morning, going to come home at night. There is wife, his children going out and this and that. He's not going to do anything for you. Do something for you here while you are alive. Don't leave anything on your children. Right? And that children go, that's one of the, sisters, she phoned me. She said, oh, I went to a graveyard and there I see people leave their phones inside, the bag, and then they're cleaning everything, doing it, and the Quran is going on. Barakah, I don't know, it's going to come, it's not. Wherever Sharia says you read, then barakah will come, then it has to be live, like azan. Can you give, azan goes on live. If you put the recording azan and the azan is done, no, you have to give live azan. Like Zohar namaz, Asr namaz, Maghrib namaz. Have you ever seen anywhere they put the recording on? The azan is not azan. And you don't have to even give a jawab as well. Azan, that azan which is live, that you have to listen it carefully. Then barakah will come. People reading Surah Mulk, they put the Surah Mulk on and they start listening Surah Mulk. Listening got nothing to do with that. Yeah, maybe you're going to swab by listening Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kalam. Right? But reading of Surah Mulk will protect you from the punishment of grave. Reading Surah Rahman will bring barakah. Reading Surah Yasin will bring barakah. ये ड्रामे बरकत नहीं लेके आते हैं. ड्रामे क्या है? सूरह यासीन लगा, हम हॉस्पिटल गए जाते हैं, वहां पे जाके सूरह यासीन लगा के ना मरीज के कोने पे रख देते हैं. यार तू पढ़, इतना लेजी हो गए. He is your brother, or he is your mother, or she is your mother, he is your father. They're your siblings, and there you put Quran on, recording on. Can't you take some time out and read Quran for that person? Then barakah will come. Recording, shorting, सारे ड्रामे ही हैं. बस मैं तो कहूँगा, हो सकता है कोई और डिफर करे मेरी इस बात से, मगर कोई बात नहीं है. बस आप पढ़ें लाजमी, फिर बरकत आएगी. वरना ऐसे ये हो सकता है आ भी जाए. अल्लाह की रहमत से कोई ना उम्मीद तो नहीं हो सकता ना. I mentioned that as well. You can hold the books of tafsir. Acha, there you go. You can hold the books of tafsir. Someone asked me actually question yesterday. Manur actually asked me question yesterday. Can you hold or can you read Quran? Just bad translation. Quran, which has a translation in it. Okay, English translation, Persian translation, Urdu translation. Can you read and hold? You cannot read. Quran cannot be read either Arabic or
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
La ilaha illallah.
أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة
La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah.
حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
La ilaha illallah. Allahumma अभी ये दुआ जैसे मांगी है, तो दुआ मांगने से दुआ मांगी होती है, सुनने से नहीं होगा. जो बंदा दुआ मांग रहा है वो तो उसके लिए दुआ है ना. असा सुन लिया साड़ी भी हो गई है, वो सुनने नाल नहीं होता. यू हैव टू रीड द दुआ. सुनने से नहीं है, रीड दुआ करें ना तो फिर होगा. हाँ, आप आमीन करते रहे साथ, ये है इसका, ये आमीन करते रहे तो फिर होगा. अच्छा, नेक्स्ट इज द कैन यू, आई वाज सेइंग बिफोर दैट यू आर इन स्टेट ऑफ इम्प्योरिटी, लाइक मेजर इम्प्योरिटी ना, माइनर मेजर इम्प्योरिटी. जब आपके ऊपर गुस्ल फर्ज हुआ हुआ है, ठीक है ना, वुजू नहीं, गुस्ल फर्ज हुआ हुआ है आपके किसी तरीके से भी. So can you hold Quran? Can you read Quran? Can you hold any other book? You know, the only book you cannot touch, you cannot read is Quran. ये याद रखें. मेरी वीडियो है बाहर मैंने लगाई हुई है कि when woman is going through menstruation, what can she do and what she cannot do. वो क्या कर सकती है और क्या नहीं कर सकती है, कौन से कम, वो 7-8 मैंने चीजें लिखी हुई है उसके अंदर, वीडियो के अंदर। वो क्या क्या करते, सिर्फ वो कुरान नहीं पढ़ सकती है। और किताबों में बात कर रहा हूँ, मस्जिद में आना जाना वो तो अलग बात है ना, कुरान नहीं पढ़ सकती वो। ना वो कुरान को हाथ लगा सकती है, ना कुरान देख के पढ़ सकती है, ना कुरान को जुबानी पढ़ सकती है, वो जुबानी भी नहीं पढ़ सकती है। She cannot read Quran by heart, she cannot read Quran by looking at it, she cannot touch Quran. Now, the question was from Mahanoor that can you read Husna, sorry. Sheikh, her Quran, can we read Quran just a bad translation, English translation? There is no Arabic. You cannot touch that Quran. And Ulmadin says, one opinion says, ठीक है, that's fine, you can read, it's makruh though. Still, they say it's makruh. Some say still is haram. Why? Because Quran is what is Quran? Allah's wording, and all that Arabic is language of Allah, but the translation जो तर्जमा हुआ हुआ नीचे वो भी तो उसी word by word Quran का हुआ हुआ ना. The word by word they did the translation of that Arabic sentence. You cannot read that as well. हाँ, commentary of some person that ये ayat nazul हुई, this ayat was revealed, and now what Sahaba said about this ayat, what was it called Shani Nazul, what actually happened, what Rasulullah said about this, what scholars says about this, how psychologically we can take this ayat, mentally how can he can help us, and all that is written. Rest everything you can read. उसके मामला सारे पढ़ सकते हैं, कुरान नहीं आप पढ़ सकते, चाहे किसी भी हो, तो पर्शियन कुरान हो, इंग्लिश का कुरान हो, उर्दू में कुरान हो, अगर सिर्फ ट्रांसलेशन है, you can't touch the Quran. What is Quran? Quran is where there is a book and most of that book is Quran. That is Quran. Most of the writing which is inside is most of that is Quran. Like my Ustaji, he wrote Burhanul Quran, that's tafsir, one Quran in 8 volumes. Now in one volume it is more commentary and less Quran. ज़्यादा की ज़्यादा तफसीर है, बातें हैं, उर्दू एक आयत लिखी हुई है, यानी कि 6-7 आयतें लिखी हुई हैं पेज पर, बाकी पूरे का पूरा पेज उर्दू है, अगला पेज भी ऐसे। तो कुरान भी को थोड़ा सा बाकी सारी की सारी उर्दू है, जिस और उर्दू लैंग्वेज, इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन, तफसीर, कमेंट्री. These books, can we hold these books? Yes, you can. It is disliked, but you're going through menstruation, is major impurity or minor impurity, you can hold this Quran. Ahadith book, you can hold this Ahadith book. Madani Qaidah, you can hold Qaidah. Yes, when you open that book or open the Qaidah, make sure your finger does not get rubbed on those Qurani ayat. उन नमाज बुक भी खोल के पढ़ सकते हैं, मगर नमाज नहीं पढ़नी ना उसमें, नमाज सारी पढ़ सकते हैं आप, मगर उसमें अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारी बच्चियां आती हैं, our girls when they come here, of course when they're going through this days menstruation cycle, we don't let them read anything. Yeah, so they only open Salah book, but in that Salah book they are allowed to, when they come and give me test, they give me test only Subhanakallah, and then after that a Raku, and the rest all of that they can read, but only Quran you cannot read. What Quran is in namaz, Quran सिर्फ क्या है, सूरह फातिहा एंड सूरह इखलास है, बस सूरह फातिहा सूरह इखलास है, यही कुरान है बस, बाकी सारा कुरान नहीं है, बाकी तो सारी नमाज है, बाकी चीजें इकट्ठी हुई हुई हैं, सुभान रब्बियल अज़ीम, जिक्र, अज़कार, ये तमाम चीजें बाकी नहीं है. तो you cannot touch Quran, either English, Arabic, whatever Quran is, and you cannot read that as well. Any other thing you can do that. You cannot come in a masjid. And yes, another thing, because मैं भूल ना जाऊँ, you know, some people they say you can put gloves on and you can hold Quran. गलत है, हराम है, ये इस हराम. याद रखें, जो भी आपकी हालत है, अगर आप इम्प्योर हैं, आप नजस हैं, और जो भी आपके ऊपर जाए, यानी कि इन्होंने दुपट्टा लिया हुआ है, अगर ये नजस है तो दुपट्टा भी नजस है, जो हालत वही हालत हो जाएगी जो उनके बंदे की है. ग्लव्स पहना है, ग्लव के साथ उठाएंगे, वो ग्लव्स भी नापाक है, यानी कि नहीं कि आप उतारेंगे तो अब नापाक ही रहेगा, नहीं, जैसे वो उतरेगा आप वो आपका रहा नहीं. जैसे दुपट्टा आपने लिया हुआ, अगर आप नजस हैं तो आप उस दुपट्टे के साथ कुरान को पकड़ नहीं सकते. यू कैन नॉट होल्ड कुरान विद द दुपट्टा, द वन यू हैव ऑन, द दुपट्टा यू हैव ऑन, यू कैन होल्ड. या टेक द दुपट्टा ऑफ, अब उससे आप कुरान पकड़ सकते हैं. दुपट्टा इज द पार्ट ऑफ योर बॉडी नाउ, आप अब कर सकते हैं. यस, well you have to give break, you have to give break. हैं, आप ये कर सकते हैं, इतना कर लें कि यो ना, मैंने पहले कहा है, अब ये कर लें कि बोले ना, I've never heard anyone saying that, so I hope no one really object my this opinion. But remember, reading is what? When you say that loud, that you can hear yourself. Saying in your mind is different thing. Keep just seeing it and keep reading in your mind. You can do that. I don't think anyone can object that, because you're not reading. Just look. Don't touch Quran. Just look. And that's it. You just page ultana hai. You want to change the page, then do have something with you, not the glove, and change the page. You can do that. Up still a menstruation. You're going through menstruation. You can't read Quran. We have already done that. Yeah, but if you're not in wuzu, then you can do that. But if you are not in wuzu and you need to take ghusl, take bath, you have that major impurity, then you can't even read Quran by heart, by looking at it. However, Quran can never be read. Ji. As a dua, you can read like yeah. Yeah. वो एज अ दुआ पढ़ सकते हैं. जो कुरान कैन बी रेड एज अ दुआ. रब्बना ग़फ़िरली वाली वालिदैया इस इन कुरान दुआ ऑफ इब्राहिम अलैहिस्सलाम. But you can read as a dua, Rabbana ग़फ़िरली or love. But as a Quran you cannot read. I still say, why you want to put yourself in trouble anyway? You know, I was telling last night to Manur that remember one thing, you are not fasting in this state. You not reading Quran in this state. You actually doing ibadat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is ibadat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What is worship? Allah ki ibadat hoti kya hai? What is worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is worshipping of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why you are not fasting? Why you are not reading namaz? What is the reason? Because Allah told you not to. आप कहने मैं तो करनी है. So now you are not worshipping. You are actually going against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. अब अल्लाह के मुनाफी जा रहे हैं उनके हुक्म के. अब ये आप गलत कर रहे हो, हुक्म ही गलत हो रहा है. अगर आप नहीं पढ़े तो वो आप इबादत में एक्चुअली मसरूफ हो. वो जो टाइम होता है वो ऑटोमेटिकली है इबादत. क्यों? क्योंकि आप अल्लाह की मान के चल रहे हो. तो आपके लिए तो मौजे हफ्ता आ जाता ਤੁਹਾਡਾ 10 ਦਿਹਾੜਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਤੇ ਨਸਪਾਜੀ ਲੱਗੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ. ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਮਰਨੇ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਨਸਪਾਜੀ ਲੱਗੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ. ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਹਾਲਾਂਕਿ ਪੈੜਾ ਬਗ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਚੰਗੀਆਂ ਮੌਜਾਂ 10 ਦਿਹਾੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ. ਚਲੋ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਨੇਲ ਪਾਲਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਲਾਓ ਤੇ ਸੁਰਖੀਆਂ ਲਾਓ ਤੇ ਜਾਓ. ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੁਜ਼ੂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਨਾ ਜਾਓ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਲੌਂਗ ਸਾਈਡ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ. ਕੋਈ ਪਰਵਾਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਲੇਟ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਨਮਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਦੌੜ ਪੈ ਗਈ, ਮਗਰਬ ਜਾਣ ਲੱਗੀ है. ਤੁਹਾਡੀ 10 ਦਿਹਾੜੇ ਮੌਜਾਂ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ. ਛੁੱਟੀ यानी कि छुट्टी दीन में नहीं है. आपकी छुट्टी भी आती है. देखें फेज रानियां रोला पादियां ने सानू दीन ने दिता के दीन ने तुहानू जितना दिते हैं मौजा ही मौजा. हर औरत के सर पे हमेशा सब मर्द रहता है. इसलिए तो विरासत में कहते हैं कि आधा हिस्सा उसका, वादा हिस्सा लेडीज. इससे भी रोला पादियां साडा आधा हिस्सा क्यों? पहला तेरा अब्बा तेरा क्या नाम है, वो क्या नाम है तेरा ख्याल रखने वाला थी. फर्स्ट योर फादर वाज देयर टू लुक आफ्टर यू. एज सून यू गॉट मैरिड नाउ योर हस्बैंड इज ऑन योर हेड. नाउ आफ्टर लेट्स से हस्बैंड पास्ड अवे, योर चिल्ड्रन आर देयर. देयर बॉयज हैव टू लुक आफ्टर यू. You don't go out and work. That's the reason. You always have someone there to look after you. That's the reason most of the hissa goes to male, because he has to look after everyone. Yeah, if you work, that's alhamdulillah good. But if you don't want to, that's fine. Time kyo hai?
6 minutes.
So only got 3 minutes left.
It's a very quick question.
Go on.
Say for the reason of teaching.
अच्छा एक अजय नहीं, उन्होंने हाथ पहला खिलाया जी. Sorry, I do apologize. वो बड़े ना वड्डे ना हो. औरत वासी परफ्यूम लगा के बाहर जाना, it is not good for, as a, क्योंकि that kind of perfume, again that kind of perfume which attracts people, anything which is very attractive. अच्छा कोई भी बंदा ऐसे पंजाबी से ठीक है, कोई औरत वासी इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग परफ्यूम लगाना या कोई भी ऐसी चीज पाना, ऐसा बुरका पावा कि बंदा एवं तक रहता है. वाह आई हो जाए कि जा ओ टिक 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 वाली जुतियां पाई जांदियां. ਉਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਆਵੇ ਨਾ ਟਿਕ ਟਿਕ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗੀ, ਬੰਦਾ ਤੱਕ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਪਹੁੰਚੇਗੀ. ਉਹ 6 ਵਜੇ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਤੱਕੇਗਾ ਹੈ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ. ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਮਾਈ ਲੰਘਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਸੀ. ਉਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਤਾਂ मैं मुड़ के 6 बजे तक है. ऐसी होना नहीं चाहिए कि मर्द को बुलाए. इसलिए पाजेबे पहनना औरत के लिए. उतों टुरदियां कि छन 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 मुड़े ऐसे एवं उठ के तकना पवणगे. वो सुनने नहीं लगे कोई भाई. So you cannot do anything which attracts other non-mahram towards you. कोई से नॉन महरम को आपकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करे, ऐसी परफ्यूम सख्त स्ट्रॉन्ग परफ्यूम नहीं लगा सकती औरत बाहर. ना लाओ ना, ऐसे आके बह के ला लो. लाजमी पूरे राह के ला के आनी है. यहाँ चीजें हैं, आपने गाड़ी में बैठ के जाना है, कोई रास्ते जाना नहीं आपने. गाड़ी में बैठ के जाना है, और जहाँ पे जा रही है शादी पे मखलूत जगह नहीं, मखलूत यानी कि खल्तमल तो होता है मिक्स गैदरिंग, वो नहीं है। तो आप ठीक है औरतों की तरफ बैठे हैं तो फिर तो कोई मसला नहीं। हाँ ऐसी जगह जाने हैं मर्द ही मर्द हैं, या जो लॉन्ग साइड मार्केट आए हो या बाहर गए हो जिसे मेले ते जान लगे हो तुसा ठा ठा चुने बोतल ही रोल लिया अपने ऊपर फेंकता नहीं ना अट्रैक्टिंग
What if you
none
suffer
matter.
from like really bad smell?
हैं
If you suffer from really bad smell, people have conditions.
और इधर इधर में तो बोतल डोलो अपने ऊपर। If you really bad, if you bad smell really bad, that doesn't mean that you start throwing bottle on yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but even deodorant has a smell.
you should. But I think it's a time for you to think about start taking bath every day. Acha, let's go. It's namaz time.
You never take proper
I don't know why. If whenever you come, is it?
Lava called me from home and was like, the speakers are on, you sound like duet.
Was it on? Yeah. Let me go check what they're making it.
Imam Sahib, I'll stop you now. I think it's chicken or not. There you go.
Once every day. That, you know, it's Islami, it's chicken and dal.
You're not going to get freaking keema or you're not going to get nuts. Oh, yeah, they're right.
It's not what drink. Let's go, come on.
Where did you take my hair
No, my mom is going to be like that. Facebook Live. Hi guys.
Should I put this on?
Bad.
It's all over now.
Charging.
Right, Bismillah.
You're not supposed to connect that.
That's on the menu, Imam Sahib.
Manu, full chicken.
There you go.
Full chicken. Oh, turn the mic on. Turn the microphone outside. Right, okay. All of you, please, can you sit down? All of you, ladies side. All the ladies. Oh, turn that on. That's the reason, yeah. I don't know, flick west side. Or I'll just flick down, I don't know, this side or this side. I don't know. Tell him turn it on. It's not on. Tell Ammar turn it on. I flick the camera now. I don't know which side. That side? This side, yeah. Acha ji, Mustafa and Abu Bakr, you go in. You need to go. Mustafa and Abu Bakr, they're calling you, you go out. Right, okay, all of you, can you please be quiet? All of you. Lady side especially. At the back, at the front, at the side. No response at all. अच्छा सारे चुप कर जाओ प्लीज. ठीक है, ये तो सारे हो गए थे ना. फ्राइज इन गुसल, ये कुछ मसाइल थे मेरे अपने नोट जो बनाए हुए थे. द नोट्स आई हैव मेड हियर. If you have any rings on, of course we talk about that. You have to, if you have any rings on and then you went to take bath. If you have any rings on, tight rings, no Allah's name, nothing at all is written, or aapne pehni hui hai, and now you're taking bath. Water won't reach under that ring. You have to move that ring. If you have to take bath, which is a major impurity bath, first bath, you have to move around. If it's not, if it's tight, if it's loose, that's fine. Make sure water goes under it, but make sure take it off. Then you take bath just to make sure that पानी नीचे चला जाए. फिर अब ring को move करें और पानी उसके सही तरीके से नीचे चला जाए. Anything which has got Allah's name, of course, I'll talk about that. ये मैंने बात की थी कि ruling regarding braces, fake teeth, hair transplant, hair wigs, or eyelashes. Do we have to take this off before making wuzu or taking bath? Easily they come off. Of course you have to. If they easily don't come off and then they got stuck there, and then they basically doctors put it on and they said, well, you cannot take it off. It become part of your body. You don't have to take it off now. So you're fine with that. Achha, if you have bandage or plaster on your hand or any other part of your body, do you have to take that off? Bandage लगा हो तो गुस्ल करने से पहले क्या वो उतारना है? तो वो अगर तो आराम से उतार सकते हैं तो उतार दें. So उतार सकते हैं उतार दें, वरना उसके ऊपर मसा कर लें. You can take it off if you want to. If you can't, and doctor says no, if it gets wet, it will harm your wound or जख्म को देर से ठीक होगा. तब उसको फिर आप आराम से उसके ऊपर ही मसा कर लें आराम से. अगर मसा भी डॉक्टर कहता नहीं करें तो फिर कुछ भी ना करें, उसको भाई वहीं पे रखें और उसे छोड़ दें ऐसे ही. बिल्कुल इल्लत में इजाजत होती है. They are fine. Small studs in your ears, that's fine. That's okay. Or your nose. वो पीएस कराया हुआ है, वो तो रसूल में इजाज़त दी है कि औरतों को चाहिए कि खूबसूरत लगें, उनको चाहिए कि पता हो कि निशानी की ये औरत है मर्द है, तो वो तो कराएं. That you don't have to take that off. That you leave it on, that's okay, that's fine. But the rings you have on, that you have to take that off and you must go under. No, it's not frozen. The thing is, all this is done actually. I've done all that. This is done. These are my own notes, which we never made no slides here. अच्छा पूछ रहे हैं कि how shall we do masa? Oi, at the front especially. How shall we do masa? कि you got bandage on, या कि होता वो टूट गया आपका, मिसाल के तौर पे टांग टूट गई या हाथ पूरे प्लास्टर चढ़ा होते सारे के ऊपर, कैसे मसा करना? उसके ऊपर अगर आप कर सकते हैं गीले हाथ के साथ, if you wet your hand and you just rub it all over your plaster, fine. But doctor says don't let it get wet as well. फिर उसके बैग चढ़ा के, you put the bag on it, and then you can do masa on top of the bag. फिर ठीक है. Or I don't think any doctor would say there is any harm in it. But if they say there is harm in that as well, leave it. That's fine. Whatever doctor says, you have to listen to it. ताकि वो आपका ठीक हो जल्दी. This is okay. If you have really bad flu or any other illness and doctor says you must not wet your head, in this case, just wash your mouth, wash your nose, flow water on the rest of the body, and rest of that you can leave it like that. Because doctor is saying, doctor कह रहा है कि आपके जिस्म पे ऐसी कोई फ्लू है, अगर आप सर पे पानी पड़ा तो आप ख़त्म हो जाओगे यहीं पे. तो आप ठीक है, आप सर पे पानी ना डालें, बाकी आप सारे का सारा जिस्म धो लें, सर पे मसा कर लें, या मसा भी नहीं हो सकता वैसी बैग चढ़ा के जैसे मैंने कहा वो कर लें, वो भी नहीं होता, then you just leave it like that. हाँ, when you become healthy, then you have to take bath. अगली वाली नमाज जो है वो बगैर उसके नहीं होगी. You have to go and take bath properly, your head and everything. वो सारे का लेना पड़ेगा. Person who works as a painter, if he got paint on his hand, or housewives, then they make flower बनाती हैं, आटा गूंथती हैं, like a flower got stuck on their hand. Now when they do wuzu, do they have to take it? Yeah, try to scrape it off. If it's not coming off, like paint gets really stuck there, it is not coming off, you try it, it's not coming off, that's fine. You do wuzu on it, that's not problem. You can do wuzu on it, that's no problem. Do tattoos, ink stops water to get to the skin? I talked about this before. Do we have to do wuzu after taking bath? And I talked about that as well at the start. No, we don't have to take wuzu after bath, because what is wuzu? Wuzu is flowing water all over your body parts. Wuzu का मतलब होता है पूरे जिस्म पानी बहा लेना. तो water flowed all over your body. Why you have to flow water again? So your wuzu is done anyway. Does touching impurity breaks wudu, like changing nappies or something? touching impurity, it does not break your wuzu. As long as it doesn't go on your body, as long as it doesn't go on your clothes, as long as the place you're reading namaz, that is not on it, then you are fine. Acha, I got 3 other subjects, 4 actually subjects. And I'm trying to finish that today or tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Wednesday as well. But mainly I'm trying to do it today and tomorrow. But I think it will go up to Wednesday. Then these are the very important subjects. Very important subjects. And there's no slide for that. There is no slide for that. So those are very important subjects. Like these subjects, actually, these subjects we teach in our madrasa to our 6 years old to 16 years old kids, children here. Right? So this is what we teach them here. And look how important it is when you're going to hear these masail, you're going to think that, subhanallah, we don't even know these things. And then many things are going to come up. Acha, first is very simple subject. Types of salah. नमाजें कौन सी नमाजें कितने के कौन सी नमाजें होती हैं. नमाजों में याद रखें सुन्नत है, फ़र्ज है और नफल है. ठीक है ना. तो सबसे पहले तो डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ जो सलाह है. सबसे पहले फ़र्ज सलाह ऑब्लिगेटरी, वो तो आप छोड़ सकते नहीं, यू हैव टू रीड. ठीक है नहीं. फ़र्ज सलाह यू हैव टू रीड, देयर इज नो दैट यू हैव नो रीजन टू लीव दैट सलाह. वो अलग बात है आप सोए रह गए, यू आर स्लीपिंग इन द मॉर्निंग एंड यू इवन दो यू हैड अलार्म ऑन बट यू कुडंट वेक अप, you was that tired. That's it. After you woke up, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you, but you have to read qaza though after namaz. Okay, so you have to do qaza. That's one is farz namaz, like 4 farz of zuhr, 2 farz of fajr, 4 farz of namaz. Next one is sunnat. Next one is wajib. Actually, wajib is it is kind of farz. वो farz के ही ऐसे ही है. But what is the difference? That's obligatory as well. फर्ज भी obligatory है, करना ही करना है. वाजिब भी obligatory है, करना ही करना है. The only difference between फर्ज and वाजिब is if you reject फर्ज, you become non-Muslim. अगर बंदा फर्ज को रिजेक्ट करे कि जी मैं फर्ज को मानता नहीं, 4 फर्ज जो इशा के मैं मानता ही नहीं हूँ, है बंदा मुसलमान ही रहेगा. Is not Muslim anymore. If you reject वाजिब, you won't become non-Muslim. That's the only difference. Otherwise you have to read these फराइज and वाजिबात. तो वाजिब की मिसाल है 3 वितर और नमाज में 3 वितर होते हैं, वो वाजिब है ईशा की नमाज में. सुन्नत मौक़िदा एम्फसाइज्ड सुन्ना, you have to read emphasize sunnah. Sunnat mauqida, you cannot leave sunnat mauqida. As I mentioned before, there are only 2 sunnat ghair mauqida. Let me just take sunnat ghair mauqida as well. This one is sunnat ghair mauqida, non-emphasized. There are only 2 sunnat ghair mauqida. 4 sunnah before 4 isha farz namaz, 4 sunnah before 4 farz of asr namaz. ये 2 ही सुन्नत गैर मौक़िदा हैं, बाकी सब की सब सुन्नत मौक़िदा. पूरे साल में जितनी बढ़ जाती है, उसमें तरावी ले लें, जुमे की नमाज पूरी की पूरी जितनी सुनते हैं, सब सुन्नत मौक़िदा. कोई छोड़ के भाग नहीं सकता, उनको पढ़ना ही पढ़ना है. सुन्नत मौक़िदा आप कब छोड़ सकते हैं? इन द वेरी इन एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन, यू आर ट्रैवलिंग एंड यू लिविंग, प्लेन इज लिविंग और ट्राम इज लिविंग, और यू आर लेट्स से इन अ वेरी टाइट टाइम, आपने काम से आए हो, पता न रहा आपका, and you had only like let's say you had only 3 minutes left for asr to start, then you can leave all the farz of you can leave all the sunnat mauqida of zuhr namaz and you only read 4 farz of zuhr namaz. You can leave that. Sunnat ghair mauqida you can leave whenever you want to, that's fine, that's okay, but you should be reading as well. Nafal is optional, you can leave or you can read. That was the normal introduction of namaz, normal introduction of namaz. Now, timings of namaz. What is timing of namaz? Other than my students, you cannot answer. Right? Timing of namaz. When Fajr starts and when it finishes. Can someone tell me when Fajr starts and finishes? I told you, don't even raise your hand, no point. Fajr कब start होती है और उसका time खत्म कब होता है? Okay, one said it finishes before the sunset. Before the sunrise, it finishes. Light आ गई तो वो तो light आ गई ना, अब तो ठीक है.
True dawn, because there's light before it, but that's the other one isn't there. Finishes. Starting. Subh Sadiq, Subh Qāsim. Subh Qāsim is the false dawn. One is true dawn. True dawn, this is when it starts. That's the Sahri time, that's fine. Finishing time क्या होता है? हमारे घरों में बड़ा गलत रिवाज है ये सुने आप. हाँ, at sunrise. नॉट बिफोर सनराइज, एट सनराइज। अगर आपने बिफोर सनराइज कहा ना तो मसला बड़ा खराब हो सकता है। हमारे घरों में क्या बड़े बुजुर्ग कहते हैं, सुनो बात से आवर हाउसेस इन आवर होम इन आवर फैमिलीज कि व्हेनेवर नमाज has got 15 minutes left, when 15 minutes left then you cannot read any namaz, you are giving haram fatwa। अगर तो वो नमाज छोड़ेगी, if she leaves नमाज, हाँ, if she leaves नमाज she will become गुनहगार, you will become गुनहगार as well। वो भी गुनहगार होगी, आप भी गुनहगार होंगे। जब भी आप नमाज का टाइम होता है तो फजर का टाइम सनराइज तक रहता है, सनराइज तक रहता है। अगर फजर होने को अभी 3 मिनट रहते हैं, जब 5 मिनट रहते हैं, आप जल्दी वुजू करके आके नमाज पढ़ लें। सिर्फ फर्ज पढ़े ना, सुबहाना कला ना पढ़े, सिर्फ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह पढ़े। वो मैं आपको बताऊंगा नमाज के अंदर फर्ज वाजिबात तो सुनते क्या है। सुबहाना कला ना पढ़े, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह पढ़े, सूरत पढ़े, रकू में जाए एक दफ़ा सुबहान रब्बियल अज़ीम पढ़ें, सजदे में जाएं एक बार सुबहान रब्बियल आला, सुबहान रब्बियल आला, दूसरे में भी एक बार, फिर आप ऊपर जाएं, फिर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह कुल वल्लाह, फिर जाके सजदे रुकू सजदे वैसे करें। और अत्तहियात में सारी सिर्फ अशहदु ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह व मोहम्मद अब्दुहु व रसूलुहु अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाह। 1 मिनट लगता है पूरी नमाज पढ़ते हुए, या मैक्स 2 मिनट लग जाएंगे। ये वुजू करना है तो वुजू में भी 4 फर्ज पढ़ें करें, बस सिर्फ मुंह धोएं, कोनियाँ धोएं, सर का मसा और पाँव धोएं, एक बार सारा, एक बार। 4 से 5 मिनट लगते हैं वुजू और नमाज में। तुम यूं तक खलो जो तोलिया ना साफ करना पो, फिर क्रीमा लाना पो, तो जारी गला फेर तो नहीं होना ना। जल्दी जल्दी जाके नमाज पढ़ लें, विद इन 5 मिनट यू कैन रीड। इन दिस केस यू कैन रीड सुन्नत मौक़दा, बट नमाज टाइम सेज ऑल द वे टिल द एंड, until द नेक्स्ट टाइम स्टार्ट्स। जोहर का टाइम जवाल के बाद शुरू होता है, और कब रहता है? असर के टाइम शुरू होने तक। मैं आपको एक नई बात बताऊं, आपके लिए नहीं होगी, इट्स अ न्यू थिंग प्रॉब्ली फॉर यू। एज लॉन्ग एज you have started your namaz in its time, and after that namaz there is another namaz time is there, then as long as you started your namaz in its time, but rest of the namaz you read in other namaz time, your namaz is valid, perfectly fine। अगर किसी ने जोहर की नमाज शुरू की, उसके पास लेस से 1 मिनट रह गया था, 2:15 में नमाज शुरू होनी थी, 2:15 the namaz was going to start, as long as you made तकबीर तहरीमा in the time of जोहर, जोहर के अंदर अल्लाह अकबर कहा लिया, जैसे अल्लाह अकबर किया साथ ही असर का टाइम शुरू हो गया, असर स्टार्ट, कैरी ऑन योर नमाज फाइन। एज द कंडीशन इज कि उस नमाज के बाद में भी किसी फर्ज नमाज का वक़्त हो, वो हमेशा रहता है सिवाय फजर के। फजर का अगर आपने शुरू कर दी नमाज और साथ ही सनराइज हो गया, योर नमाज ब्रेक्स दैट स्ट्रेट अवे। या जोहर की शुरू की और साथ असर का शुरू हो गया आपकी, हाँ, मगर ये नहीं तो सुनता पढ़ना पो, सुन्नत नहीं। नाउ यू हैव वेरी शॉर्ट टाइम, यू हैव टू गो फॉर फर्ज एनीवे। एज सून यू स्टार्टेड योर नमाज जोहर, असर स्टार्टेड, बिकॉज़ उसूल फिक़्ह इज हर वक्त कामिल होता है, कामिल दर के फर्ज का वक़्त जोहर भी है, फर्ज का वक़्त असर भी है, फर्ज का वक़्त मगरिब भी है, फर्ज का वक़्त पूरा इशा भी है, इशा का पूरा वक़्त आगे से जाके फजर का भी है, मगर फजर के बाद किसी नमाज का वक़्त नहीं है। फजर टूट जाएगी जैसे सनराइज होगा। But Zohar, as long as you start in the Zohar time, Asr you start in Asr time, Maghrib you start in Maghrib time, Isha you start in Isha time, then your namaz is fine. Otherwise, other namaz are no. ठीक है जी। Now next is that असर नमाज का वक्त वही है, असर का नमाज रहेगा, असर का नमाज रहेगा वक्त मगरिब था। या असर is the only namaz which if you delay so much you become gunegar, because I mentioned before there are 3 makruh times you should not be reading any namaz, which is one of the time is sun setting। उस वक़्त कोई सजदे वाली नमाज नहीं पढ़ सकते, हाँ, सिवाय उस दिन की असर की नमाज, असर of that day you have to read, even 5 minutes left you have to read, but try your best to read asr namaz well before 20 minutes, क्या 30-40 minutes before, 1 hour before। Don't let the makruh, because makruh time, don't let the makruh time start। Even though some scholars they got to the extreme, they says how dare you delay the namaz and you doing sajda at the time when sun is going down, because kuffar used to do that. They used to think sun is God. Why are you omitting yourself like what kuffar used to do? Don't do that. And some scholars say go repeat your namaz. They're that angry. They say go repeat your namaz. How dare you delaying your asr namaz that much? Rest namaz are okay, you should be reading on time, but asr namaz is the only namaz you should be reading on time. You should never delay asr namaz. Yeah, unless you're in extreme condition, we should not do that. But you have to read asr of that time. जी, क्या आपने पूछना था? हाँ उसमें कंफ्यूज है, बट ठीक असर का हो गया. असर का वक्त, मगरब का अगेन. Now maghrib is another thing. In our books it is written, yes, that as soon you see stars are gone. यहाँ पे तो स्टार वैसे ही नजर नहीं आते, पाकिस्तान में नजर तो आते थे. So as soon you stars are gone, it's getting dark outside. People say it's dark outside. Why are you reading maghrib? You can't read. You know, at that time there were no clocks, there were no watches, there was no time. Like, let's say they couldn't really, differentiate when is maghrib starting, when is isha starting. There was no timetables. So they used to have time there, that when stars are gone, when it's dark, then you cannot see that now anymore. No signs anymore. Now you have to go by your timetable. If your parents are saying, no, it's dark outside, you can't read maghrib, don't argue with them. You can't argue with parents, especially those become buzurg, especially whose belief is so strong like a concrete wall. You can't break the wall, right? Don't argue with them, because at the end of the day, you are that kid. They're going to say, you know more and me know more. Even though they don't know nothing about deen at all. They're going to say, I know more than you, Puttar, because I've got longer beard than you. Or my beard is white. So I know more than you. Remember, beard got nothing to do with religion. Religion, sunnah, of course. Not with the knowledge. You know who has got more martaba in religion? Not the one who has got more age. The one who's got more knowledge. That is the reason on Shab-e Miraj, Rasulullah was standing at the front and Ibrahim at the back. Because Rasulullah has more knowledge. But Ibrahim is older than Rasulullah. One of the reasons was knowledge. Rasulullah was given immense knowledge. That's another reason Rasulullah was leading the Jamaat. And Ibrahim held Rasulullah's hand. No, Ya Rasulullah, you stand here. That's yours. That's the reason Imam stands on a masala, because he has more knowledge. That's another thing. Nowadays, Imam standing on a masala, he himself doesn't know anything. That's another problem nowadays. But chalo, alhamdulillah. Don't argue with them. Go and read your namaz though. Don't argue with them. They say, yeah, okay, my moms have told me. And if they argue with you, give them my number. Especially your moms. Give them my number. Moms don't listen at all. Give them my number. And tell them, give me some dalil. How come it's not namaz? They say, no, but namaz time is gone. Okay. So what is the namaz time right now? So basically you said maghrib is gone. So shall I read isha now? No, isha no. Isha has not started. Isha has not started. Maghrib has not finished. So what, are we going through a grey area or something? Is this Afghanistan in between? So we're going through all the mountains? There's always a namaz time. Apart from between Fajr and Zohar, there is always a namaz time. If Maghrib has not finished, that means it is Maghrib. If Maghrib is finished, then I have to do Isha. You have to go by your timetable. If timetable says 7:35 is Maghrib finishing, you can read 7:30. You can read 7:32. You can read even 1 minute before rest of the namaz, even though it's going to be in Isha time. And then of course Isha goes all the way. Some people, another misconception, 12 बजे रात Isha की नमाज नहीं पढ़नी क्योंकि 12 बजे सवाल टाइम होता है. कहते 12 o'clock at midnight you cannot read anything. Midnight, 12 o'clock midnight you can't read any namaz because it's zawal time. Zawal has to do with sun. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਚੰਨ ਚੜਿਆ ਰਾਤੀ ਉਹ ਸੂਰਜ ਚੜਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ. The night time, have you seen any sun, nighttime sun coming up? Zawal has to do with sun. And they see the time. The daytime is 12 o'clock Zawal. And anyway, Zawal has got nothing to do with 12 o'clock anyway, daytime or nighttime. It depends on the timing. Nowadays, probably Zawal timing starts 12:15 or 12:30, something like that. It got nothing to do with 12. Yeah, it has to do with sun. Nighttime, Isha start at the Isha time. When Isha finishes? When Fajr. She scares now answering. It's probably going to be wrong. So Isha finishes when Fajr starts. So if you are tired, अगर आप थके हो तो आप जाके सो जाएं आराम से. सो के आराम से 1 बजे उठे, 2 बजे उठ के, 3 बजे उठ के आप इशा पढ़ लें. आप कोई मसला नहीं है, ठीक है ना. जल्दी पढ़ें तो बेटर यही है, जल्दी पढ़ें. मगर आप पढ़ सकते हैं. हाँ, इशा पढ़ के वितर आप तहज्जुद के साथ पढ़ लें, वो ज़्यादा सवाब का बड़ा काम है. यस. Oh yeah.
You were just saying there about tahajjud. When tahajjud time starts, that doesn't stop you. It's still bringing you. It's still time.
No, when tahajjud time starts. So you said, the question is that when tahajjud time starts, does that stop us reading Isha namaz? Tahajjud never starts until you read Isha. Tahajjud will not even start once you read Isha. Tahajjud only starts when you read Isha when you sleep. Then another that's the reason you always should say quiet, because you don't know it, because you come from different masjid. Alhamdulillah. Another reason for you joining this masjid. Anyway, not sleep got nothing to do with tahajjud. Yeah, sleep has got to do with tahajjud. once you have read your 4 farz of Isha namaz, after that you go to sleep, then your tahajjud will start. According to Imam Abu Hanifa. Imam Shafi says no, don't need to sleep. According to Imam Abu Hanifa, he says once you have read 4 farz of Isha namaz, 4 farz आपने ईशा नमाज के पढ़ लिए, उसके बाद सोना शर्त है. You have to go to sleep for 5-10 minutes, then break your sleep. Now tahajjud time has started. You haven't read your namaz, like Sheikh Husna is saying, you haven't read your namaz, but you went to sleep, and you wake up, your tahajjud won't start. You have to read Isha and then go to sleep. So you have to do that.
What time is Zawal time anyway?
Zawal time is, Achha, let me give you a simple, it's called Zawal time. Zawal is basically called in Arabic Dhahwa Kubra. Dhahwa Kubra. Okay? Dhahwa Kubra is the highest point. At the time you want to calculate, you can calculate as well. The time when Sahri starts, let's say 4 o'clock is Sahri, and then calculate all the time till Maghrib, when Maghrib happens. Not sunrise. Sahri. From Sahri to all the way sunset. Count how many hours are there. Their half is Dawah Kubra. Simple. Half is Dawah. And how long it stays? All the way till Zohar time. Zohar time कुछ नहीं पढ़ सकते. कभी 25 minutes, sometimes 25 minutes, 35 minutes, 30 minutes. Fine? Okay, so these are you can calculate. Achha, anyways, let's go to positions of Salah, positions and conditions of Salah. Very important. Positions and conditions of Salah. शराइत नमाज की और खड़े होने का तरीका क्या होना चाहिए बंदे का. ठीक है ना? Face the Qibla. Of course, everyone is same in that. Facing Qibla Sharif. Everyone face towards Qibla Sharif. Second is make niyat. You have to make intention of that namaz. Make niyat करनी है. Third, takbir. This is the difference between male and female. Takbir is you say Allahu Akbar. Remember, takbir is first. Raising your hands are sunnah. So takbir is not this. That's not takbir. Takbir is saying Allahu Akbar. Okay, so you have to say Allahu Akbar at takbir. Raising hand for woman is up to you. Remember, in namaz, there are 5 differences between male and female namaz. And if you see all those 5 differences, it shows modesty for your reading for your namaz. You don't read namaz like male. And I've got many ahadith. I'm not going to quote ahadith here. I've got full list of hadith just separate in that section I've got here. Right? What Hazrat Ali Radhiyallahu anhu said, what Umar Radhiyallahu anhu said, what all those Sahaba, Khulafai Rashidin I'm talking about, what they said. They said a woman should not be reading namaz like male read. Because Rasulullah, some women, they say, and they start arguing with you. Rasulullah said, you read namaz the way you have seen me reading namaz. I said, okay, that's fine then. Rasulullah said, the way you go put a Mama Sharif on. Rasulullah put a Mama Sharif on. Lift your trouser all the way up to your ankles. Come on, why are you not doing it? No, but male. You just said the way Rasulullah said, you seen me reading namaz. Read namaz like that. That's wrong understanding. That's Rasulullah talking to male. You read namaz the way you have seen me reading namaz. This is you read namaz. For woman is different. There are 5 differences. Yeah, if someone argues with you, let her read the way she wants to read. Still, it's not like forced upon her to read in this way, but it is more, a modest way of reading namaz. So, a woman does Allahu Akbar. Is that a nice way of doing that? Or is a nice way this way? The more you are took together, everything close together, more modest way. Allahu Akbar. Male should be doing Allahu Akbar. See, arms going up, open up. Namaz, male namaz is open, woman namaz is close together. Allahu Akbar. Or male is Allahu Akbar, female is up to here. Allahu. Male, if you do Allahu Akbar up to that point, still is done. Yeah, sunnah is for male going all the way up there. That's the one difference, first difference. Second is the qiyam, fold both hands under the navel. For male, they fold the hand under the navel. Under the navel. ठीक है ना? अपने नाफ के नीचे हाथ बांधने हैं. ठीक है ना? नाफ के नीचे हाथ बांधने under your navel. For female, they put their hand on the chest here. But the same way though, male will put the left hand, then second right hand on the left hand. And hold your wrist with your 2 fingers, the small one and the thumb, and then 3 fingers at the front. ठीक है ना? यहाँ पे रख के आपकी नमाज शुरू होगी. Female, they put their hand here, stretch proper hand here, not proper stretch. As you know, Proper. Normally open your hand like normal here. Here.
It's like this. It's straight. It's not crooked.
Here. Just say however you want to do. Just say there is no way there. But as long as you put your hands here, more modest way. Again, more modest way. Some women they don't listen. They put it here. Like, what would you put here for? Don't look nice. Put your hand here. In more modest way. That's second. Third is ruku. Ruku. For male. For male. So listen to this. For male, look at this for male. How you should do your ruku. We do ruku like female. The reason is because we have tight, very short t-shirts. And we know why. I know why person, they do just this. That's this. That's female ruku. And I know why he's not going down. Because if he goes down, the moon sighting is at the back. That's it. Your Eid is done. Why? So, just go up to this one. This is making me laugh. So you go here. No, your ruku, look, three things have to be straight. Your arms. This is how the uncle's making me laugh. No. So your arms have to be straight. Your legs have to be straight. Your back has to be straight. Our scholar says your back has to be that straight that if someone puts a glass of water on your back, it shouldn't fall. Like this. Proper. Acha, some do, as I look at that, some do this. They go all the way down. I'm like, you're going to bang your head on the floor or something. They go all the way down. No. Here. Okay? Some lazy youngsters, they do this. Like hunchback here. No. Don't be lazy like that. Do it this way. That's the way of reading namaz. That's for your ruku. You're not going down here, put your juban and cover the back, and then you put the juban and then you do ruku properly, at least read namaz. Rasulullah says, who's the biggest thief? Ya Sahaba. He said, Ya Rasulullah, the one who steals money and this and that. No. Biggest thief is the thief who steals from namaz. Subhanallah, who steals. सबसे बड़ा चोर कौन है? रसूल ने फरमाया. साहबा ने फरमाया चोर तो वो होता है जो चोरियां करता है, पैसे चुराता है, कपड़े चुराता है, सोना चुराता है. नहीं, सबसे बड़ा चोर वो जो नमाज में अंदर चोरी करता है. वो कैसे? रकू करता है तो लेजी बंदों की तरह ऐसे मरे यार. ठीक है. सजदा करता है, they doesn't do sajda properly. When he stands there. You give them PS5, PS4. Give them PS5, PS4. They won't even blink for next 1 hour. Believe me, they won't blink. It's like he's dead now. He's dead like he's sitting there. He won't blink, won't move. As soon these kids stand in namaz, clothes going down, shirt going all over the place, scratching themselves. What's that? That shaitan is, distracting you, concentrating in your namaz. Continue. Keep your mind in namaz and say, I'm not gonna scratch. Yeah, I'm looking at you. That's especially for you. That's my son is sitting here, the little one. Right? So make sure you don't move that much. Too much movement breaks your namaz. Remember that. Okay? Too much movement. Achha, yes.
I think it's hands tied or something, and you do more than 3 times.
Achha, there is I was going to mention that, then I thought it's very strict rule. I don't mention it. The rule is, it is written in our books, if you make more than 3 movements in your namaz, is Hanafi fiqh, Mabu Hanifa, more than 3 movements. Agar 3 movements. अगर 3 बार आपने हरकत कर दी अपनी नमाज में, 3 बार नमाज टूट जाती है. ये माबू निफा लिखा. और आज कुल मंदिर फरमाते हैं कि एंज दी नमाज टूटना पिया तो साढ़े यंगस्टर दी तो किसी दी नमाज रही को ना पे. ये उनका अपना था कि ये करें, but don't make too much movement. What movements? It calls amale qalil, amale kathir. Amale qalil is short action, amale kathir is long action. I will come to that as well. Like let's say phone is ringing. Some people, they don't even put the phone off. The whole song is going on, the jazzy song or whatever is going on, and the Pakistani pangde going on, they put it on, and that is like, no, but I'm not going to turn it off. Everyone is listening to that Imam Saab's Qiraat, and that song is they're listening. Full on up to Salam. They're listening to the whole song. You can take the phone out, you can turn the phone off, you can put it back in. It calls short action. But it's not like take the phone out, who's ringing, then message and this and that. When other person sees you, and if he thinks the person is not in namaz, that long action, then he's giving that assumption of the 2 other people that he's not in namaz, that breaks your namaz. Long action breaks your namaz. Short action doesn't break your namaz. Like short action is my phone normally when it's in Jubba, it comes off and niche gir jata, it falls down. And it goes sometimes, it goes other side of the namazi. I pick it up and put it in front of me. That's fine. You can do that. Or take the phone out and put it in front of you. Or pick the phone up, put it here. Or your glasses went too far, pick the glasses up and put it here. So you can do that. Topi gir gaya. You can take the topi and with short action you can do that. Short action you can use. Long action will break your namaz. But both the movements na kare, 3 actions, that's fine, that's okay. Otherwise everyone's namaz is going to be breaking. Yes?
What if you like your knees or back doing the cool and such?
Yeah, when you are excused. When you are excused, you can read namaz however you feel easy. Sharia is very easy. You can sit down, stretch. We did all that. Stretch your legs towards Khana Kaaba Sharif. That's fine. Cross your legs. One leg up, like here, the way you eat roti. Like here. Sit down on the. However you feel better. Yeah, Ruku at least. Where Ruku starts. Do you know where Ruku starts? What is Ruku? Ruku starts as you go down and your finger start touching your knees. This is where Ruku starts. Anyone goes up to here, he cannot read namaz. Like some people, they say, can I read my namaz in my van? You can't read namaz in your van because it's very short. If you are like that much, stretch your hand. If it goes here, you never make qiyam. Qiyam is you have to stand that long, that much that your hands are not touching your knees. That's the shortest one. Now for ladies, Ruku is, ladies Ruku, your Ruku is, you just bend yourself that much that you start touching, just starting point, start touching your knees. You're not going to go down all the way here. That's very bad for you. Okay, I always say, you read namaz like male. Huh? Touching your knees. Yeah. As soon as you start touching your knees, that's it. This is when your ruku starts. We have to go down and hold your knees properly. Spread your hands. Some youngsters, they're doing this, some this. No. Spread your hand, that's sunnah. Spread your hands on your knees. But let's say, you know what, the way I was mentioning all these ways. Sajda you do like a male. Ruku you do like a male. And let's say you are in wedding hall. And you went in a small room to read namaz. There are male there as well and female there as well. You tell me which woman you gonna look at. The one who's reading namaz like a male, that's the more modest way? Or the one who's gonna read the way all the Sahaba saying this is what you're gonna read? Of course, because you took together all the modest way. If she's doing sajda like male, her back is all the way up in the roof. Is that going to look nice for the female? That looks so bad for female. That is for the male, not for female. That's very bad. Yes?
So when a woman does ruku, this rule that you said earlier, that when you put cloth on top of
your back.
then it doesn't fall. So that rule doesn't apply for women.
No. That's for woman. That's for male, not for woman. As long as it's doing for male, that's ruku done. Qauma is when you stand up, of course, between your ruku and the first sajda. Then, ji. No. Gaddi namaz nahi hondi. There's no, you can't read namaz in a car unless you are excused. Unless you are excused from shari reason, you have to sit down. Then it's fine. Yeah, a healthy person can only read namaz while sitting down. Healthy person can only read namaz while sitting down when the transport is not in his control. Like plane, like coach, train, tram, all these things, you're not in your control. Auntie ji keh rahi thi, yeah, my car is not in my control because my son is driving. You can smack him and tell him stop on the side. But you can't smack pilots. Why? This is how your car, when your son is driving, your car is more in your control. When your wife is sitting next to you, I think when I'm sitting with my wife, I think the whole driving my wife is doing. I can't even do driving. I seem like she's the one who's controlling all the other cars and I'm not doing anything. You're the worst driver. Anyways, so you can sit down if these are the conditions, otherwise you cannot sit down. So sajda, how you should be doing sajda? For male, of course, everything should be separate. Your arms from your stomach from your thighs, hamstrings from your thigh, from your shins, from the bottom part of your legs, everything should be separate. Right? कैसे बताऊं मैं आपको? ऐसे होके you have to do sajda like everything separate. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do sajda. Sahaba says that cats used to get through from under your.
Arms.
You can't see me. They can't see me. They can't. Under Rasulullah, the stomach and the arms. Between that, this is how much big sajda Rasulullah used to do. Right? So, but for women, how you should be doing? Oh, everything took together. Everything. When you go down, all the way down. Right? When you go down, eh? Huh? Huh? I just show you how to do it. Do you want me to show you now? Okay, how to do sajda. Acha, male, of course, you don't need to see. Proper arms separate. Acha, another thing for you. Your 3 toes must be touching on the floor. 3 toes, 1 foot, each foot must be on, that's wajib. 1 toe is first, 3 toes wajib, all 10 toes are sunnah. So 3 must be touching on the floor in both feet. So you do it, arms separate from your stomach separate from your thigh separate from your legs. That's it. That's all it is. And your nose and your forehead should be touching on the floor. For women, how they should be doing, like this is where you are. There you are, like this. Just go everything together. Do you get it? And your feet should be on the right side. Right. Right here you are. No, leave that. It's okay. They can't see it. They can't see it. They can't see it. I'm gonna cut that anyway. Right. So how you should go supposed to be doing? You can pick it up and make it. But don't shake it too much though. Right. So how male should be doing? Male should be doing proper like here. Proper separate everything. See? Everything separate. See? Not down here. And your elbows should not be on the floor. Elbows should not be touching on the floor. Elbows in the air, not touching your stomach. Your hamstring should not be touching your shins. Hamstring should not be touching your stomach. Stomach should not be touching your arms. For ladies, how they should be doing sajda? Look, everything goes back. Your feet goes towards the right side. Feet towards the right side. Now here is basically goes down here. Your thighs to your stomach. Touch your thighs to your stomach. Your thighs to your back of your leg, shins, and your arms to your stomach. Everything together, and your arms to your ground as well. All that proper down, and this is how you do sajda. Sitting here. Proper down. All that should be down. Back should not be in the air. Right? It should be down. This is how you're supposed to be doing. Sajda, and take your feet out. Yes. That's again whatever the Rasulullah said that your arms are going to be on the floor. This is like a dog is doing sajda. That's for male. For the male, not for the female. Females are fine. You can't do that. If someone argue with you, again I said it's only sunnah. Again, it's not wajib, it's not farz, you have to do it. It's sunnah. Someone argue with you, that's fine. And these little things, don't argue with anyone. Let them do the way they are doing. You do your way, I'll do my way. And if they don't listen, give them my phone number. Tell them talk to me. Tell them talk to me and give me, because I've got all the hadiths here. Call Umar radiyallahu anhu, Ali radiyallahu anhu, everyone's. जी वो बस अब फिर तुम छुट्टियां करते हो ना बीच तो फिर ना छुट्टियां होनी नहीं थोड़ियां the one who sit on the chair then of course वो जिस मैं वीडियो लावांगा तुम देख लेते हो बड़ा वो तो बड़ा लंबा तरीका है yes oh I'm coming to that yeah why okay now when you sit down it's called jalsa listen all of you listen to this all of you one is called jalsa is when you sit between two sajde how you supposed to be sitting in between two sajde that your one foot should be in a standing position male foot should be in a right foot should be in a standing position and your left foot should be lying down and you should sit on your left foot right foot should be in a standing position. This is how you do it. And your hand should be on your thighs. Some people they put their hand down on their kneecaps. No, don't do that because your finger should be facing towards Khana Kaaba Sharif. Again, these positions I'm not telling you is farz and wajib. Sunnah, you do it, alhamdulillah, more sawab. Right? Now, how woman should be sitting? There, as soon as you sit down, take your feet towards the right side, like you was doing in your sajda. This is how you do it in your jalsa as well when you sit down. Keep your feet towards the right side. Whichever position you was in sajda, that's the position you're going to be in jalsa. Then you go back in sajda. then again you do the same thing what you did before. So Qada as well, same thing. The way you're going to sit in Jalsa, this is how you're going to sit in Qada. Qada is basically the sitting when you read At-Tahiyat. That's done. Salam finally. Salam alaikum wa rahmatullah. Salam alaikum wa rahmatullah. One of the girls, she was asking, no, one of the boy was asking, some people they salam here, salam alaikum wa rahmatullah. Then they come here in the middle and they stop there and then this. Oh, it's just fashion new nowadays. The new things. Boys do like salam alaikum wa rahmatullah. Like I mentioned before, some of the boys how do they do takbir? That's a new way of doing takbir. How they do takbir? Allahu Akbar. Alright, what's the point of going all the way back? Why are you doing this? Are you going to do some wrestling or something? It's a modest way of reading. You're going to stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar. This you can do in gym. That's namaz. Should not be doing that. These are the 5 differences between male and female namaz. Let me just give you just one hadith. Sunan al-Baiki al-Kubra. Sunan al-Baiki al-Kubra, very authentic book. I'm quite sure it's written by Imam Suyuti rahmatullahi ta'ala. Ibn Umar narrates that the Prophet Muhammad said, when a woman sits in prayer, that's Umar saying, who said? Rasulullah said, when a woman sits in prayer, then she should place her one thigh upon the other and attach the stomach to her thighs so that it is more concealing for her. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at her and informs the angel by saying, O angels, be witness that I have forgiven her. The more modest way, if you read namaz, Allah looks at you and says, O angels, be witness, I have forgiven that woman. Subhanallah. And another one is, once Prophet Muhammad passed by 2 women. This hadith is Sunan al-Baiki al-Kubra, volume number 3, and the page number 74. Same another hadith was on volume number 3 and page number 74. So once Prophet Muhammad passed by 2 women while they were performing salah. He said, when you make prostration, when you make sajda, keep your body attached to the ground. Okay, to the ground, because women are not like men in this case. There you go. As I said to you, these are only, I'm giving you English translation. I've got other many ahadith, not one, at least 10 ahadith I have. From Hazrat Ali, Hazrat Umar, all these Sahaba, Jayyid Sahaba, Khulafai Rashidin, with Arabic matan. With Arabic matan. Acha, the 5 differences are, let me just tell you again, 5 differences. Takbir, a female should raise her hands up to her shoulders. Qiyam, a female should place her hands on her chest. Raku, a female should bend forward slightly up to when she starts touching her kneecaps. Sajda, a female must keep her legs and chest close together in sajda and feet towards right side. Qa'ada, a female must point both feet towards the right side. Acha, okay, that's fine. Our Prophet Muhammad said another Sunan al-Baiki Hadith al-Kubra, volume 2, page number 222. Prophet Muhammad said, the difference in ruling regarding prayer of men and women is that the woman prays in a way which is more concealing for her. औरत और रसूल ने फरमाया औरत इस तरीके से नमाज पढ़े जो कि ज्यादा शर्म वाला तरीका है, हया वाला तरीका है. वो मर्दों के मामले में औरत और मर्द नमाज में एक बराबर ऐसे नहीं है कि जैसे वो मर्द पढ़े वो कब को खोल कर पढ़ने लगी है. Okay, now there are few conditions of namaz which are very important. Few conditions. Conditions, what mean by conditions? It calls sharait. Shart. Shart is condition. If shart is not there, mashroot, jo hota hai ilahi, that cannot be even started. Like I always give example of giving divorce to someone. First you have to marry someone to give a divorce. You can't just walking on the street and tell her, I'll give you divorce. Don't talk to me ever now. You come to my house, you see. And you're like, okay. Yeah. That make no difference. To give a divorce, you have to do nikah. Then the divorce time starts. To start your namaz, these all 6 conditions must be there. I don't. What can I do then? Shall I put it here now on daddy? That's all I can do. So for conditions, there are 6 conditions of salah. There are 6 conditions of salah. First condition is. Yeah. Acha, yeah, very good question. Of course, the question can only come from my wife, so I have to say that. So, very good question. The question is, she said you have to say that. Yes, I have to say that. So, question is, what is the duration between your two sajde when you sit down? How long you have to stay there? Or let's say I take the other one as well. When you stand up from your ruku and before going in sajda, how long you have to stay there? There is a hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And anyone, when I come to wajibat, I will talk about that as well. And I've mentioned that many times, and people are still reading namaz the same way. You know, i'tidale namaz, calmness in your namaz, peace in your namaz, contentment in your namaz, peaceful in your namaz. That is wajib. You miss that, your namaz is not accepted. अगर नमाज जल्दी पढ़ी, इतनी जल्दी कि जैसे लोग करते हैं यहाँ पे, you never made Qawma. Qawma is wajib. You have to stand there for at least how long? For the time being of Subhanallah. That long you have to stand there. Then you can go in sajda. You don't stand there. You went in sajda. Half you came up. You went in sajda. You never did Qawma. You have to repeat your namaz. Same goes with two sajda as well. Sitting in jalsa. When you come back, some people they go in sajda. They come up. And then just from here, they go down to second sajda. You never did jalsa. You have to go and repeat your namaz. You have to sit down straight for that long. The duration is at least Subhanallah for that long. Otherwise, I'll give you hadith as well. Where is it coming from? Tell him off. I mean, like, of course, respectfully tell him that you should not be doing that. But I don't think Imam would do that, because if Imam can do that, behind him, no one can read. Even though, let's say, Imam does that on his own, when he's reading namaz, he probably does that. But in Jamaat, he can't do that, because if he comes down, half goes back, people come back after Imam. Once Imam says Allahu Akbar and the straight goes down in sajda, the people won't be able to even do second sajda. They can't even come back properly. I don't think Imam can do that, but if he does it, then of course, anything Imam does, you have to go and tell him that, look, you should not be doing that, yes.
I was going to say, do you know when you go to profession and you get up there, can you, I read Ramadhan friendly 3 times, is that okay?
That's fine, you can do that, but duama, keep, our scholar says, keep duama for the end.
Because probably not the sunnah.
Yeah, you can read the duama as well, but all masnoon duas. Masnoon, not your own dua. Masnoon dua, Rabbi Gfirli, Allah protect me from hellfire, or forgive me, forgive my. You can do that, that's fine, that's okay. Masnoon duas you can read. So, conditions. What are the conditions? Conditions are, first, your body has to be clean. Your clothes have to be clean. Second, third is the place you're reading have to be clean. The place, basically your masalla, where your 6 body parts are going to touch and your clothes are going to touch. अगर nappy पड़ी हुई है साथ, या गंद पड़ा हुआ है साथ, हैं, या के urine drops हैं साथ में इधर पड़े हुए, you should not be reading that place in makruh, मगर आपके मुसल्ले के ऊपर जहाँ पे आपको touch होना है, वहाँ पे नहीं होना चाहिए. So your body has to be clean, your clothes have to be clean, the masalla has to be clean. ना impure, pure. Dust पड़ी हो वो impurity नहीं होती है. Dust is not impurity. Urine drops, पेशाब हो गया, छोटा बड़ा पेशाब हो गया, blood drops or alcohol or anything. Thus, now another thing is that, let's say you're holding your baby, and she or he wears nappy is full of urine. You can't read namaz because you're holding urine basically. Some people they say, "Nee, but Rasulullah did that." Yeah, Rasulullah did that with Imam Hassan and Hussain. Look at Imam Hassan and Hussain. Look at their tarbiyah as well. They don't do these kind of things in namaz. They know what to do, what tarbiyah we need to give. What tarbiyah have you given to your children? They come in a masjid, the whole masjid is upside down. That's the tarbiyah you have given. They don't even know what is paki and paliti. Nowadays, kids don't even know. Till the 7 years old, our kids, they go in, they have toilet clean before madrasa kids come. After madrasa finishes, kids side, I have to go different toilet. You can't even go there. These are our kids. The kids I'm talking about, no one less than 6 years old in the madrasa. Some of them are, but no one less than 6 years old. They are 6, 7, 10 years old. And they stand up and they do, if the splash is going everywhere, of course splash is going on their clothes as well then. So we don't even know. But anyway, when you have nappy on, don't pick the kid up, because it's like you're holding urine. Some people, they go for blood test and urine test. Half the way they say, oh, it's namaz time. They put the bottle in their clothes and they read namaz. you holding drops of urine and more than that much, that is more than 2 pound coin. Anything more than 2 pound coin, any impurity to more than 2 pound coin on your clothes, you have to wash it. Then namaz, other namaz won't start.
Could you also mention that when boys do pitab, they need to sit down, they cannot stand up?
Yes, boys need to sit down, they cannot stand up. This hadith, remind me tomorrow, inshallah, I'll go through with that as well. Satar, second is satar. Let me just finish up because it's already nearly 7:45. They're going to, I hope they don't come, but they very soon they are going to be coming here. Satar, covering your body. Your body must be covered. Okay, how much? If you went in sajda, boys or girls, ladies, yeah, this is very important, satar. You need to understand this, very important. If you got that thin scarf that your hair are shown, or the blackness of your hair is shown, your satar one, your namaz won't start. One of the lady in my family, of course, these kind of things I can only see to those who I know very well. One of the women in our family, she used to read namaz like that. She still does it. She used to read namaz like that. See through chiffon, called chiffon, or see through dupatta. Yeah, see through dupatta. I was like, she said, but it's okay, that's fine. It's okay, Qāsim, that's fine. I was like, I said, it's part of your body. Shh. Disturbing me a lot. So, they got that kind of dupatta which you can see their hair. I said, this is your part of your body, you have to cover your body. She said, but that's fine, it's only my hair is shown. I said, can you wear the full clothes, that thin, and go out? She said, oh, what are you saying? I said, exactly. Your body starts from here. Satar starts from here all the way up to your ankles. This is how much you have to be careful. If your dupatta is that thin, then your blackness of your hair are shown, your namaz won't start. Yeah, 1/4 of your, if satar is open, 1/4. So nowadays, ladies again problem. Nowadays the problem is their clothes. See, shaitan won't say to you, take your clothes off. He will say slowly, slowly. So now it's quarter length clothes are here. If your arm is that much open, your namaz won't start. Why? Because your body part is your arm from where? From here to here. Do three parts of your arm. 1, 2, 3. If that much is open, you do this, Allahu Akbar, won't start. Your namaz won't start. Or when, especially when it goes up to here, it goes even more down. And if it stays open, namaz won't start. More than 1/4 is open. Your dupatta, little bit hair out, so theek hai, shouldn't be. Little bit hair came out, that's fine. But 1/4 is open. Namaz won't start. Or if in namaz your son pulled your dupatta and it came out from your head, and if it stays open for how long? More than 3 seconds. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. For that long it stays open. Your namaz will break. You have to start your namaz again. Same goes with male as well. You go in sajda and back is again moon sighting. Back is uncovered. What's going to happen? More than 3 seconds is open. Namaz breaks straight away. Okay? Female, your this thing and your jali wali kameez. Whole kameez is perfectly fine. But this is all the, what it calls that kameez is see-through arms. They have see-through arms all the way up to here. Your namaz won't start. It's like your whole body is naked. Right? Because it's all the way up to here. It's your uncovered arms. Basically, your satar starts. Your satar, you know what you can open in your namaz? Only 3 things you can open in your namaz. What you can open outside the namaz, you can open inside the namaz. Your satar, aapka satar namaz mein wohi hai jo bahir hai namaz ke. You can open your face, your hands and your feet. What is the definition of face? One earlobe to another earlobe, where normally hair grows from there to up to your chin. Your head, your face doesn't up to here. Your face doesn't go up to here. Your face goes up to here. Or maybe up to here. So this is the difference between ulama, here or here. But not up to here. If that much is open, हमारे क्या होता है दुपट्टा ऐसा कीदा होता है दुपट्टा कर ले, this is all open. Namaz won't start. Then again your arms, hands you can open. Up to what? Hands are the definition of hands. Up to your wrist. That's your hand. Your feet up to your ankles. Some ulama then says ankles are included, some says ankles are not included. Some says your wrist is included, some say wrist is not included. But arms up to that, there is no difference. It stays open, your namaz breaks. Nowadays, especially shalwar, your shalwars or your trousers, there's 3/4 or little bit up here. Let's say your shalwar is up to here. You go raku is going to go up here. You go in attahiyat is going to go all the way up to your knees. How half of your leg is uncovered? How your namaz is there? That's the reason Rasulullah said many people will come on the day of judgment and they'll be reading all their namaza but nothing will be written in the books. Why? क्योंकि नमाज पढ़ी कोई नहीं सी. अल्लाह ने आना तू अपने ड्रामे कर लगी से. तू नमाज आना से भी पढ़ दी. ये ड्रामे सन. So these are drama we are doing. We are not reading namaaz. That's the reason no peace is coming. People say, oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inna salata tanha anil fahsha wal munkar. Namaz is there. Allah says namaz stops you from doing bad. मैं जितनी नमाज़ पढ़ती हूँ उतनी भैड़ी भी होती हैं. तेरी नमाज ही कोई नहीं. तेरी नमाज है ड्रामा में. It's drama we are doing, that's all, because we want to read namaz according to our own rules. We don't want to read namaz according to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rules. And I haven't even talked about the wuzu. When I talk about wuzu, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ 14 तबक रोशन हो जाएंगे. wuzu ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ wuzu ही नहीं होता सही तरह. We just do ऐसे करके. One lady I saw how she was doing wuzu because her arms were so tight or the sleeves were so tight she couldn't. She wet her hand and she was doing the masa on top of that. I was like, what shall I do? And what shall I say to her? And is she really going to listen? Yeah. If you wet your arm properly and you soaked your arm properly and dripping, then wuzu will be done because your whole arm is. But who's going to do that? Why are they going to ruin their clothes? That's the whole reason she was not pulling her sleeve up, because she doesn't want to ruin her clothes. And boys, how are they doing it? Masa? Because they got gel on, ducks on, and they were like touching here and then on the side. मेरे बाल खराब ना हो जाए कहीं, हैं? Like they get so nazik. That's the reason Rasul says, don't become nazik. These cheetah makes you very soft. That's why men are not allowed to wear jewelry. Reason is it makes you soft. That's for woman. हैं? उत्तर डिंगा पा के आए होंगे ना रेडे तो शेर बने होंगे. Yes, yes.
You know, like some scholars say that you have to have your trousers above your ankles, otherwise it can't.
Why? There is a hadith saying that your feet. I'll come to you after this. Your trouser must be above your ankles. Look, every hadith above the ankles. Every hadith above the ankles is because of pride. You go read those hadiths. The condition will come up because of pride. Because of pride. And plus, Rasulullah never mentioned in any hadith that you should have your trouser or shalwar above the ankles in namaz. That's in namaz and outside the namaz. That's hypocrisy. In outside the namaz, your trouser is down. In namaz, you start folding your trouser. Nahi, nahi karna chahiye. There's another hadith. If you fold your clothes, Rasulullah said, I have been ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do not read namaz by folding your clothes. Clothes upside down. The true meaning now. One, you cannot go in public when your clothes are upside down. So why are you standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upside down? Some scholars took literally. They said, ke ye fold karke bhi aap namaz nahi padhte. Just fold it, open it. Because Rasulullah said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbidden me to read namaz upside down clothes or folded clothes. So that's why reason that is very strict hadith. Don't fold your clothes, let it go down. Because Rasulullah said, because of pride, if anyone let their trouser go beyond their ankles, though the person is in hellfire. Abu Bakr Siddiq heard this hadith. He came to Rasulullah and he said, Ya Rasulullah, Abu Bakr Siddiq was very skinny. He said, Ya Rasulullah, no matter how much I try to tie my tamad, you always go beyond my ankles. And Rasulullah put his hand on Abu Bakr Siddiq's shoulder. He said, Abu Bakr, you are not one of them. तुम उनमें से नहीं हो. Means you don't do it because of pride. तुम proud की तरह कैसे नहीं करते. At that time, you know, all the Makkah leaders, like Chaudhry, Chaudhar, big leaders, they used a long cloth. The longer the piece of cloth is at the back, the more Chaudhry he is, the more pride he has. Like nowadays, when a girl is walking in the aisle and dad is taking, and behind her, 1,000 girls are holding her garara, or whatever it is. This is how they used to walk. That's the reason Rasulullah said very strict words. Anyone who does that because of pride, he is in hellfire. If you're doing because of pride, that's a different thing. आजकल तो fashion है, बस वैसे ही करते हैं, लंबे कपड़े होते हैं. That's a different thing. Otherwise, it won't affect. It give me yes.
I want to ask, you know, for men when you're praying salah, if you have like short t-shirt, it goes past your elbows.
Yeah.
Does that then also you can't pray salah?
Acha, there's another thing that short sleeves. Can you read namaz in short sleeves? You can read namaz in short sleeves. Yeah, ulama says makruh, but not haram. But karahat goes away. The dislikeness, it goes away. If you read in namaz and you are in a uniform and you got nothing else, you can read namaz. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, makruh is there, but not haram. Because male sattar is all that. His sattar is not here. Shall I not just finish this? Because if they come, you can keep your swal with you. Sattar is based for male again. If you go to sajda and say open from here, no, how much? 1/4. You know, some people, I heard one of the guy in our masjid, the old person he said, anyone who sattar opens, his namaz breaks, and the one who's standing behind him is so his sattar. His namaz breaks too. I'm like, how the namaz, his namaz is broken? His namaz breaks, but there's a condition. How much he has to open? 1/4. Your back, how big is your back? Your back is that big from front and back. Little bit open, don't break your namaz. 1/4 has to be open, then it breaks your namaz. And it stays open for 3 seconds. Then it breaks your namaz. Otherwise, it won't break it. Istiqbal Qibla. Third condition is you have to know where your Qibla is. You have to know where Qibla is. Qibla is wherever the Qibla. Yeah, let's say you went for camping or something, and there you could not find Qibla, then you do Tahari. Tahari, ponder. Qibla is this side, this side. Wherever your heart says, yeah, Qibla is this side. Read namaz. After that, you found out, no, Qibla was the opposite side. Your namaz is done. You don't have to repeat your namaz. Yeah, but you are in some place where you can find people, they can tell you Qibla is this side. Like in hospital. Don't look for Qibla. Ask people, where is the Qibla? They say, it's this side. Now you have to take their opinion. You don't have to do Tahari. So Istiqbal Qibla is third condition. First is you have to have everything has to be pure. Second, Satar. Your everything must be covered. Woman, I told you before, it must be covered properly. Third, Istiqbal Qibla must be facing towards Qibla Sharif. Dekhna, Waqt time. I mentioned yesterday, Waqt bada important hai. You cannot read Zohar in Asr Namaz and Asr in Maghrib Namaz, Maghrib Isha Namaz. You have to read Namaz in its time. At least start in its time. बात नहीं पढ़ते ये ज़ोहरैन और मगरिबैन और अबू हनीफा के नज़दीक नहीं है हदीस ऑफ रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अल्लाह सुब्हानहू कानत इन्ना सलात कानत अलल मोमिनीना किताबम मौकूतन नमाज इज किताबन इज रिटन मौकूतन वक्त के अंदर you have to read namaz every that's the reason waqt is shart condition shart waqt is not that you read zohar namaz in asr time and asr in asr time zohar will be qada or asr in zohar time both together then you have to repeat your asr because zohar done asr you read before the time you have to repeat your namaz repeat करनी पड़ेगी वरना नहीं तो वक्त शर्त है वक्त नहीं होगा नमाज स्टार्ट नहीं होगी ठीक है ना नियत have firm intention that you reading zohar namaz intention does not mean you have to say with your mouth intention is what is in your heart कोई बंदा आपसे पूछे कौन सी नमाज पढ़ने लगे जी जोहर पढ़ने लगे बट ठीक है your zohar done yeah if you intention zohar and then say I make intention of maghrib namaz to sunnah Allah don't break your namaz your intention is zohar wording came out wrong wording was wrong so intention is what's in your heart wording wrong make no difference yeah if intention is totally different then you found out oh no imam sahib doing different namaz now you have to break namaz and start your namaz अगर intention ही गलत आपने की है आपको पता ही नहीं था जैसे मैं मिसाल देता हूँ used to be namaz here 4 o'clock was asr namaz and after that it was maghrib namaz and I start my work here 4 o'clock in we're on holiday at the moment but when time went forward then maghrib was at 4 o'clock I was behind imam sahib I made intention of 4 further asr namaz after that I found oh no this is maghrib so I had to break my namaz and start 3 further again for maghrib so maghrib the time intention is here takbir tahrima is condition as well takbir tahrima opening takbir the one is starts the namaz that's intention if you don't takbir make no takbir like I will make takbir but I'll tell you how kids do it I've seen my kids used to do that as well when they were little now they don't do it and many people that do it they don't even know women I've seen doing that as well you know how they make takbir this is takbir what's this you never started your namaz never started my ustad says takbir of tahrima my teacher says takbir tahrima is like the ignition of your car you don't even start the car and you're sitting there doing all that you're not going to get nowhere you never started the engine why engine is Allahu Akbar now your car has started now you're going to your journey has started now why so Allahu Akbar has to be that loud कि अपने कान सुन ले हमारे यंग साहब देखना अपने बच्चों को अगली बार you see your kids next time when they read namaz there be whole alhamdulillah Allahu Akbar at-tahiyyat whole namaz in their heart हैं दिल की नमाज जिसे कहते हैं दिल की नमाज पढ़ने लगे सारे आडा तू दिल वाला आ गया हैं तो दिल वाले आगे जिसी आडे हैं तो no there is no heart नमाज और कल्बी नमाज you have to say it that loud ताकि तुम खुद सुन लो अपनी नमाज अगर आपने पूरी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह पढ़ दी बगैर आवाज के if you read the whole alhamdulillah without voice without anything you heard your whole alhamdulillah missed the wajib gone your namaz gone because you missed the wajib Allah subhanahu Rasulullah wherever I mentioned before wherever our sharia says iqra or qul You have to say it that loud so you can hear yourself. Nikah is not going to take place until woman or male, they say that loud, yes, I do accept. That loud so they can hear themselves. Of course, in that condition, witnesses here as well. Talaq won't take place until male, let's say some fight happened, wife did not make pakode and he wanted her to make pakode at iftari time, pakode, samosa, and he was like sitting there. Dil mein soch raha, in his heart he's saying, I've given divorce to my wife, I've given divorce. In his heart, divorce won't take place until he says that loud so that he can hear himself. वो इतनी लाउड उसने क्या दिया ना कमरे में बैठे हुए खुद अकेला, he sitting in a room, a wife is no one is there, he said that loud, I've given divorce to my wife, with past tense or present tense, I give divorce to my wife, or past tense, I have given divorce to my wife, and he heard himself. There is no condition for wife to hear, there is no condition for witnesses, no, nothing. Divorce is in husband's hand. As soon as he says I give divorce to my wife, that loud that he heard himself, divorce has taken place. And divorce is the word, there is no niyat going to be asked. Because there is sarih ilfaz and kinaya ilfaz. Sarih are the word which is only used for talaq. That's divorce and talaq. Anyone says I give divorce to my wife or talaq my wife, he is not going to be asked niyat. No, meri niyat, I didn't have intention. No intention, brother, in this one. Another thing is intention. So if Allah says you have to say or read that aloud, you have to read that aloud so you can hear yourself. And these are the conditions of namaz, types of salah. Now tomorrow, inshallah, I will try to finish off tomorrow. Kali khatam ho jaye sara kaam. वो क्या होगा? Salah, arkan, farz, wajibat, no, another one. Makruh of salah and acts that break your salah. Tomorrow we'll talk about acts that break your salah. We'll talk about all that. Just sleep breaks your salah and how much sleep and what kind of sleep. Why? Otherwise you go to many mosques. I used to go to Zikr mosque, and there are many buzurg, old people. They are half doing Zikr, half they while sitting. They're not resting with anything. Is the namaz gone? And the loud noise, not a little bit loud. Uta Zikr ho lagya, there. It's like there's Zikr going, there's music going on. Why? So what breaks your salah? Replying in your, can you reply in your namaz? Sahaba did talk in the namaz. But what was that? What was the after the ruling you cannot talk in namaz, or the before the ruling? We'll talk about that as well. कि नमाज में बात कर सकते हैं, साहबा करते थे, खाते भी थे नमाज में. उस वक्त और था क्या था? We'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about, then Sajda Sahab will come. I'm telling you, tomorrow is very important day. Come tomorrow, you will know कि सजदा साफ कैसे होता है और किन बातों पे सजदा साफ होता है. लोग सजदे छोड़ देते हैं. People are leaving sajud and they're doing sajda saaf. People are leaving the raku, doing sajda saaf. That won't compensate your sajda. Okay, finish. That's fine. So tomorrow when you come, make sure you definitely come. I'll tell you how many wajibat are in namaz, how many faraid and how many sunnahs. Yes, and how to do sajda saaf will tell you everything. Yes.
All the women. Bang. Out.
Yes. Yes, G.
No question.
Are you the one that uploads?
Sorry?
Are you the one that uploads?
Yeah.
How long is it after? I'm working nights.
Straight away is going to do it.
Yeah, it'll be on. Yeah.
I know you've answered this already, Rosa. For example, if